Let me move this
Right, we should have audio.
over this way.
Can everybody hear us?
Yep, sir.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, audio seems to work.
We've got audio,
Awesome.
we've got video.
Good.
It's streaming here. Can get the back of my semi-balding head. A lot.
Join the dark side.
So move this over this way.
When did you decide to shave your head,
Me?
Stim? Yeah.
It's like about 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. You know, I just decided to give it a go. I went
You have
through.
to take the screws out first, though.
Which screws?
On the
Just these
left.
over here.
Yes.
And on the left.
Okay.
I went through leukemia, and so I'd lost my hair before, and I knew I had a beautiful bald head, or at least other people seemed to think so. So I had the confidence to make the change.
You do have a beautiful bald head.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
You need a bigger. I hate this crappy screwdriver. So I ordered this new screwdriver set, and it doesn't have any large screw things.
I was about to
Or
say I
does
should
it?
start up a donation ticker for tools for Jordan. Computer tools.
Look at this cool tool set I just ordered. I just ordered this cool tool set.
Nice.
It's got all kinds of stuff, but it doesn't have a large screwdriver. Let's see, are any of these big enough?
It doesn't say iFixit on it, which is what it needs to say.
There should be a number 2 Phillips bit in there.
Number 2? These look pretty small.
All the small kits I've ever used have had one in it.
These are all nut drivers. Whoa! Oh my god, it jumps out.
Look at that.
Crazy. It's a 3.5 millimeter one. Yeah, I don't see a large one. How moronic is that? It's got all kinds of stuff in here. That's right. I got a regular crappy screwdriver. Was even able to remove one screw.
Now, before you start pulling the card out, there will be a tab in the PCI Express slot at the right-hand side of the slot that you need to depress in order to make sure you don't break that tab when you pull the card out.
Up over there.
So push that tab towards the board. It should kind of release the hook, yeah.
It sure did, kind of like a RAM card.
And then from there, you should be able to slide it out. I would put a hand closer to the left-hand side of the card.
Oh, I got to take one more down here.
Oh.
Yep, there it goes. Feels pretty loose. Look at that.
Nicely done.
Look at that beautiful ancient 1080.
It's a reference to 1080 even.
I know. So up until the most recent generation, in fact, I think even the 20 series cards, the reference design was always the worst possible one. Well, not the worst possible, but it's it's,
oh, really?
Yeah,
The worst one?
Well, generally, there'll be much better brands because it's the reference model. Now, the way that they're marketing the 3080 or the 30 series is they have a reference design, but NVIDIA's
Founder edition.
Yeah, the Founder edition that they're making is not actually the reference design. It's built on the reference design.
Oh,
the board.
Because that was a Founders edition.
The board is completely different, though. It's not even the same as a reference. All the chips are different because the cooling is completely different too on the Founders edition cards.
Right. So is it just the cooling that's different? They start messing with memory dies and stuff. Not dies, but
no, I think the only difference is the cooling.
So it looks like I need to remove this fan here too, right?
No, you shouldn't.
No? Should be able to just
yeah, you should be able to
it'll slide out from behind it.
Slide it out from behind there.
This is where you want to take the machine and lay it down on its back, on its side.
Okay.
Gently.
It is slightly less heavy. I'm a gentle kind of guy.
Can you point us down more?
I can bring you up and tilt you down. How's that angle?
We see the screen.
Let's see.
A little to the left.
Maybe I want to move you over to this side.
Move it to the screen side.
Screen side?
Screen side's a better perspective for us, yeah.
Which side do you mean? Left side, right side?
Your right side,
My right side?
where the screen is.
Okay. Why is this not? Oh, there we go. I can turn it that way.
Perfect.
How's that?
Good, good.
Yes.
And then I can turn this way.
Oh, yeah, even better.
All right, hang on. I'm getting this text over here. Of course, my wife has to choose right this moment to start texting.
Yep. Now,
so we start
hold
pulling
on.
some of these
Before
cables.
you start doing that, are you wearing shoes?
I am not wearing shoes.
Okay.
Are you on carpet at all?
I am on carpet.
Do you have socks?
Yeah.
I am not wearing socks. Should I be
Good.
wearing socks?
No, you don't want to be wearing socks.
All right. Is
Oh.
this thing any good?
You have one of
Yes.
those.
Oh,
Yes.
shit, yes.
So
Put it on.
put one end around your ankle so you don't lose it when you fall off
Is
the
it any
board.
useful?
Is this thing useful?
So put, oh god, put one on your wrist, yeah, and then the other one,
Sure.
Guys, where's the best spot? Just the
Metal spot on the case.
Jorin the
it's
noob.
anywhere on the case, yeah.
A metal spot on the
Oh,
case
God.
somewhere.
That's funny.
Jorin the noob. Find a nice. There's a good spot out of the way. Where's a good spot out of the
It's
way?
like playing Operation. We should just go every once in a while. Every time he
Yep.
tries to apply it somewhere.
Okay,
Nicely done.
I am grounded.
Okay. Good. Okay, so
should I
now
just
now
removing cables? Okay.
study the motherboard real quick and just figure out where your pins are and what's going in. Now, you're replacing everything, right? New motherboard, everything?
Motherboard CPU.
Yeah, motherboard
Okay,
and
yeah.
CPU.
Yeah, then technically you
And
can
then a
start
new
ripping everything
PCI.
out. Yeah, yeah. Just don't break
Yeah,
anything.
basically SATA cables are the easy ones to start with.
The logo at the bottom right of the board, those ones. But really anything can come out because you're replacing the whole board and stuff, right? So it's not a big deal.
So just pull out everything and remember where they were.
Well, that's
great.
Yeah, that's really what it is. In fact, if you want to get a piece of pen and piece of paper and a pen, you can.
Pictures are even better.
Yeah.
I can take a picture.
I mean, we'll be able to identify what's what. It's when it comes down to like the drives that you have in the back, because you're not replacing those drives. You want to remember the order of your SATA ports, whether they're going into SATA 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Guys, what about RGB and stuff like that? Do you have any RGB headers?
Yeah,
he will on the new board.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some on that one too, but it doesn't look like he really has any RGB.
What the hell was that connected to?
What does it look like? Those are like your switches, your hard disk drive lights and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's from the front of the case.
I like how they're all connected. That's nice.
Yeah, I
know
what that red one was. My new SSD that I got. All right, so there's that. There's that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we keep everything fairly.
For those out there doing learning how to build for the first time, you want to make sure that you always pull from the connector and not from the cable. And you always want to make sure that if there is a tab that needs to
Be careful with
focuses
that
as a
one.
lock or a release mechanism, you want to make sure you activate that before you pull.
Pull that straight up. Don't yank it to the side.
Okay.
And Sidian, you do this for a living? Building
Yes, I do.
computers?
Yep. I do.
Is this your own company?
No.
That really is on there pretty firm, isn't it?
What even is that? I can't tell.
It's USB.
Oh, it's a USB 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the front panel thing?
Yeah.
You can rock it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
north and
very,
south.
Yeah, but those pins. Well, you're not reusing the board, so it's not a huge deal. But if you ever wanted to, you got to be careful. Those pins will break off real easy.
Mm. But
MSI boards are really bad for that.
Wow, yeah. Wow. That's our USB there. And then this one here.
now that one has a clasp.
Yes, I was
That's the
getting ready to
24
say
pin.
that.
Yeah. Sorry,
Bottom?
Insidian. I'm kind of just
Okay.
just yell over me, okay? You got to make sure you're pushing that clasp in when you
Push it in or pull it out? It looks like it is.
If
Okay.
at the end closest to you, you push it in. It should be like on a little hinge, but if
Yeah.
you want to get down with your fingernail underneath the bottom and pull it out, you can.
yeah. When in
I
doubt,
see.
look at it.
Yep, I feel it. There we go. That is loose.
So that was the main power to your motherboard.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead and get your screwdriver and pull the block off the CPU because those hoses are in the way.
Yep, okay.
You
Hang on a
can't really
second.
see through them.
Of course, my wife is choosing
Yeah,
right now to just continually text and
He
text
still
and
has
text.
to get his there's power connectors at the top left there.
Yeah, there's your CPU power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a fan.
Yeah, to the right of the
There's a
VRMs.
clip.
And those are going to be fun when you put them back in.
Oh yeah.
I can't tell you how many cuts and broken things I have from being frustrated trying to plug those back in.
These two here.
My previous case used to have a fan on the side of the panel, so every time I wanted to open it, I had to remove that small like 3-pin connector, and then when putting it back in, I had to put it back, but it was at the bottom where everything was too. I had a bunch of cables. That was a pain.
Yeah, my old case was like that too. A big, like 200 millimeter fan in the side of the panel.
Yeah, they were huge. And the cable was just long enough, just long enough to
do that like you're taking a tire off or tightening a tire.
Corner to corner.
Yeah.
Always diagonal.
Even when you're taking it off, if you don't do it that way, if you loosen one side too fast, it can shift, push down on the CPU.
I'll be back soon.
Okay. How's it going, Ben Cannoli? Ben, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it, buddy. I need to move that where I can see it better.
Did you see that picture of the PC I posted in chat earlier?
I saw some earlier.
It was basically your computer that you're building, except it had a 2070 in it.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, that's cool. Let me move this monitor over here where I can see it a little better. Anybody says anything? Splittergoo, Deceiver-Rack, Damn Taurus, welcome.
Hey guys.
I need all the moral support I can get because I am.
What's up, folks?
Total noob.
Oh, you're seeing about as hard as it gets, man. So It's just the main thing is just paying attention and learning where everything, all the wires go.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern. Putting it back together, it's like, where do all these wires go?
If I can see a wire when you're done, you did it wrong.
Right? All right, where am I going to put this? Put that right over there.
I am so anal about wires.
Do you have a new power supply too?
I do not.
No, so we don't have to like pull everything out.
Yeah. Like this right here with all these wires hanging out, it's about to give me a fit.
Okay, so
I mean, I even hide the wires in the back of the case.
Nice.
All right, so
yeah.
So these have wires here, so this is going to be kind of in the way. Oh, there's something plugged in right there.
Yeah, this is where you're going to have to start to get into the back and unhook stuff.
Yeah, that's your fan header that's plugged to the board there. You need to unplug that.
Mm-hmm.
We know where to replug that in when it comes back to it.
Yeah, that's a nice easy
one.
Yeah.
I will need your assistance for all of that.
Yeah, and then the other wires should go to fan wires in the back of the case.
All right, so
is there a
should I just set this back in place until I pick it up and reach
it?
Yeah,
you can set it down, or you can let it hang. Whatever, it's not going to hurt anything.
All right.
Were there wires going from the AI?
How nice my thermal paste was. I did that last year. I replaced the thermal. I'm a proud noob. Proud noob there. Yeah. All right.
The thing is, you never know if thermal paste is good until you take it off. Visually, anyway.
It was like all hard.
Yeah, you know it's bad when it starts crumbling.
Okay, so
it actually doesn't look too bad in the back there.
Not too bad a job. So these are the cables.
We can't see it.
Yeah, you need to lift up a little bit.
All right, let me move my over here. Let's adjust this.
There we go.
Nice.
Move back. Actually, I want to zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these were the ones.
Yes, need to pop those zip ties.
Pop these zip ties. I guess I need to find something sharp.
Did your kit not come with a pair of clippers?
It did not. Damn it! I didn't get a good clipper thing.
Oh.
Did it come with CPU pliers?
It did not.
Did you buy a standard Walmart screwdriver set?
Very careful.
Be careful, yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I am very careful.
Dang.
Jeez.
I come back and he has a knife in his hand.
You really need some kind of snips, man.
Yeah, you do. You need give scissors in the house.
I do.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I have a pair of wire cutters.
Because I really don't need to say, hello, my name is Tim Citizen. Are you alert? I know first aid. I'm here to help you. You over there, call 911 and report back to me.
But you have...
I was a Boy Scout. Okay. I was really good with knives. There we go. Look at that. Look how easy. They're right in
There you go. So
right
much better.
It's amazing, isn't it? Like, this isn't hardly doing anything.
Yeah, it's doing nothing. Yeah, so unplug that power, that SATA power. You just had your hand on it. Yeah.
Here?
Yep.
What's it? Where's the actual pluggy thing? There it is. Ah, there we go.
There you go. You should be able to push that out front.
Okay, set this to.
It looks like you got a big enough hole to push that out front.
Yep.
So Cassie says to take some photos with your phone just to make sure that you immortalize the moment. Ben Canoli subscribed at tier 1. Nice one, Ben.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. The screen isn't quite far enough over to really see it. What's going on? Hey, Evadius, how's it going? The hammer. Okay.
Yeah, now hopefully you can get that out of the way, just like hang it over the top of the case.
Reclip myself here. Not quite yet still. As the wire is going to the actual AIO. Where is my clipper again? To clip carefully. Clip that.
Yeah, you don't want to snip one of those wires because that's not being replaced.
Yeah. That would be a bad day.
Didn't you want to make a second build for your streaming box?
Nope. This is my everything right here.
Well, you know, you can take that board and that chip and put it in a different case. Because for streaming, if all you do is stream with it, you don't need a bunch of powerful stuff. If it's not running any background processes or anything, it's good.
I guess I basically have a whole separate second PC here because
like my streaming PC is a i7 4770K with 16 gigs of RAM.
In a week or so, I'm going to have a whole new GPU too.
Yeah, so if you want to keep the board, because usually the board and the CPU is the most expensive thing, you just need the case, and there you go, you have a better streaming box, and it doesn't affect you playing Star Citizen.
Yeah, and I'm going to get another case in a few months. So yeah, so I could rebuild.
Hey, just screw the board to the wall, man.
So it appears I've got everything disconnected. It looks
Get yourself
like
some ceramic offsets, and you'll be fine.
we're all disconnected, so I can actually start.
Did you disconnect the rear fan?
Yeah, that one. It's a small, like white or black 2-3 pin.
I think we did at the end. It was going to the top of the board.
Or 3-4 pins. 3-4 pins.
Yeah, I don't see any other connection. I don't see anything else plugged into the board here.
Okay.
All right, cool. Now it's just a matter of pulling out the screws and pulling the board out.
Actual board. All right, let's see. Look, my $15 screwdriver kit does actually work on these.
Did it by any chance come with a magnetized screwdriver head?
It did.
Oh, fantastic.
It's a lifesaver.
These screws are on here super tight. What the hell?
Yeah.
3770 is holding up pretty well for you. Just upgraded from a 3770K, and now I'm getting the idea that using an old PC as a streaming PC. That seems to be the advice.
You know, it's good advice. I got to tell you, I've gone from a dual PC setup to a single PC setup because I can tell you with the audio, it's a life changer as far as making things simple. But you know, if you're getting a really decent high-end processor and you're getting a 2080 Ti like you are, Joran, I don't think you really need to do two.
No, you won't need it. Yeah.
It's not gonna be a Ti, but it'll be a 2080.
But I actually use something called NDI to get my signal from my computer to my streaming computer, so I don't have to worry about messing with the Elgato and all the cables and all that crap.
Yeah, nice.
Tim knows a lot about NDI.
Yeah, we use it on the show.
NDI? What's that?
It's New Tech came up with a technology. I think it's network device interface.
Yes.
And it allows you to send on your local network. It allows you to send audio and video over Ethernet rather than having to use a capture card or anything like that. Oh, dang. Yeah, it's really nice.
It's amazing.
It's super easy to use too, man.
And it's free.
Yep, it's free. Can't beat that with a stick.
Yeah.
So tell me what a capture card does.
It captures.
It just captures your video signal and sends it somewhere else.
Yeah, it's basically a card with a pass through. So, and that card just records and then redirects that through your computer, right? So, if you have like a console, so let's say you have an Xbox or a PlayStation, you need to have a capture card because you can't install NDI out onto the Xbox or the console.
for regular PC streamers, a lot of people seem to get capture cards.
Yeah, but it's because they don't know about NDI. And NDI is something that only came in about 18 months ago, maybe a little bit less.
I see.
So it's fairly new. And so everyone's kind of in that whole capture card mode. But I mean, I remember seeing Alpha Gaming, that's Harris Heller, and Epos Vox. They started posting about NDI about 9 months ago.
Okay.
It's so easy.
We're big fans of Alpha Gaming and Harris Heller. Look at that, it's magnetic.
It's awesome.
And I actually, on my streaming PC, I actually run Ubuntu.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, so even if you have older hardware, if you run something like Linux, it's so lightweight, it's not taking up hardly any resources.
Nice.
It's where you put Windows on an older machine, you know, it's like a freaking resource hog.
Yeah, that's it's good if you know how to use Linux.
Well, Ubuntu is so user friendly now. I mean, especially like you put a skin on Windows.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you just use the UI, like, I mean, anyone can pick it up. It's super simple.
Yeah. And actually, the newest Ubuntu 20.04 is so streamlined. It's basically anybody should be able to use it.
Yeah, I usually use the server version, so I don't even know how the UI looks like on the 2004, but I got one server on 2004.
It looks like 18, but just a little bit smoother, a little bit easier to use. I'd recommend if anybody that wants to try Linux, just get Ubuntu and put it in a VM or install it on a spare hard drive or something and check it out.
Or USB.
So these
even USB. Yeah, you can run a live version off of USB.
So these things are on pegs, and the pegs are spinning. Is that bad?
It's fine. You'll just have to
put them back in
the pegs afterwards. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the peg came loose there. Just wonder why.
Yeah, that happens a lot on PCs that have been together for a while.
4 years I've had this thing. It served me well.
Had this lady bring me in a machine she wanted to try to fix and save because of sentimental value. It's a 20-year-old PC.
God.
I mean, literally, it had Windows 2000 on it.
You know what? You see a lot of streamers with those as design pieces on their back shelves.
Yeah, like in the background.
I went to look up the motherboard. The motherboard is a brand name they don't even make anymore, and it's 19 years old. It's like, well,
is it like APCO?
No, it's like JTech or J something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
There you go.
It's out. It's out.
Yeah.
It's out. Look, it's out. Oh, I'm trapped. Hang on.
Yeah. When you're handling a motherboard, try not to touch the back contacts because you bridge those contacts. And then also try and put it down on something non-conductive. Generally, the box in which the motherboard came is always ideal if you have it, or the box of the new one if you've taken the other motherboard out.
I set it down on a counter.
And like when you pull that out and take that out of the bag, close the box and set the bag on the box and then set the motherboard on.
Yeah, perfect.
Old or new motherboard?
Now, this is just a tip for everybody. I know since you didn't build this one before, it probably doesn't make a difference to you, but on the new 10th gen Intel CPUs, they're backwards.
Oh,
the
really?
notches are at the bottom. So anybody that's used to using the older Intels, don't just go and not paying attention and put it in because you're gonna mess up stuff.
I have a problem there, eh?
That's beautiful, Jordan. That's a beautiful box.
Do I need to take off the old thing in here?
Yes, you need to remove that and put the new one in.
Set this down here.
Oh, the backplate, yeah.
I was starting to build all those PCs I'm working on now, and I just went and I was starting to put it in. I was like, why is the writing upside down? Ooh, the notches are on the other side. Okay.
What am I looking for? Oh, set that over there. Set that over there. Here's some stuff underneath here. Ah, look at that.
I'm installing right now on VMware the Ubuntu 2004 because I'm curious now. Oh, VMware 16 came out.
I'll just open that with a hammer.
Yeah, open it with a hammer. We use we don't use a lot of VMware because you got to pay for it. We use stuff like Oracle Box.
I use I use VirtualBox. It's okay, but VMware is hard to beat on performance.
Yeah, it's definitely not as good as VMware. But...
All right, is it on there? It's not on there yet.
Putting it in the right way?
Yep.
Okay. It's hard to see.
Feels like it's seated in there properly. Okay.
All right, now don't forget to get your stands off the old board.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing how many, like, we do a lot of commercial stuff. It's amazing how many servers still run like the old Windows XP style servers.
Can I do this with fingers, or do I need... I need a plier. All right. Stay. Look at that, I even have needle nose pliers. I'm like... Look at that.
It's so nice when you have the right tools, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Ah, crap. Here it goes. If only I had a bigger screwdriver for this nifty little new screwdriver set that I got.
Now, Insidian, what's your recommendation for how he should deal with the old set of screws and the new set of screws that should be coming with the motherboard?
You got to check them to see if they're the same. If they're not, the new motherboard should have standoffs. Sometimes they have standoffs in the package. Sometimes they don't.
I didn't see any, so we should just reuse these, right?
As long as they fit.
Usually the standoffs are with the case, no?
Yeah, usually, but sometimes the motherboards have extra ones. If you're buying like a very expensive motherboard.
Yeah, and there's always the chance that you don't have enough because your new motherboard needs like 1 or 2 more standoffs than your old one used.
So then you're saying if I don't have enough here...
They're both ATX, so they should be the same amount, hopefully. Okay. But yeah, you should be able to reuse those same screws.
Did you read the manual? Check where the screws need to go?
No. You guys are my manual. That's why you're here.
We should just respond to RTFM.
Yeah, RTFM.
And then we can sit here and watch and flip through pages.
Thanks, guys.
What do I do about that?
No
RTFM?
problem, man. The best way to learn is to do, right?
It's like I have never been a fan of just diving into things. Like, I research everything thoroughly. I talk to whatever experts I can find, and like I guess it was probably from the original Tony Robbins teachings. You know, it's like, find the best at whatever it is that you're trying to do. Get the best information possible.
You, Shadow.
The most experienced, best person at whatever it is that you're trying to do, and model them, and then you will save yourself a tremendous amount of learning and time wasting.
prove I need to restart.
You got to stop calling me about woman advice, Jordan.
All right, one standoff put back in there properly. Another standoff put back in there.
Are you just copying the holes that look shredded?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
You might want to just have a look at the back of the new board and just make sure that those seem to line up.
They're in the right place. That's so intelligent sounding.
Depending on your case, it should have printed by where the standoffs are, ATX. And if you see a spot that says ATX, there should be one there.
It says ATX and micro
perfect.
ATX.
Okay.
Look, there's A's and M's. Look, there's an A there. There's an A there. There's an A over there. Like,
hey.
Sounds like somebody's actually planned this out.
Is that a Corsair case?
I don't know what case this was actually. So there is
no Corsair fan, didn't it?
Yeah, that's why I was guessing.
Yeah, it might be. It's hard to tell.
Okay, so interestingly, there are less screws on this than on the other one, but they are in the same places. So should I just leave the extra two stands there?
Yeah. Are you sure there's two less?
Yeah, because
there should be three across the top.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The other one had them in the corners down here.
Oh, it's floating.
Oh yeah, that is weird. Yeah,
it's a floater.
So I can just leave the stand. I can just leave the stand.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
It's cantilevered.
So
yeah, the standoffs shouldn't hurt anything.
If anything, it provides some.
You just want to make sure it's not touching anything metal on the back of the board.
Oh,
that's true.
That's probably important. There's something there, so I should probably take this one out. And I need pliers for that, because I use pliers to tighten it down.
I'm glad you're grounded.
He's a very grounded individual.
I try to be. Does it look like a Corsair case? It kind of does, but I don't know, I guess they just kind of.
What's the history of this case? Did you buy it off from Best Buy or? No,
this. So I have an interesting story about this PC.
Oh snap!
Here it comes.
There's a really amazing story. So 4 years ago, a gal that I was working with, she had purchased a single-family home in Miami Beach 10 years prior. And it was like way south, like in a really unique location, just old homes. And I think they had paid, or she had gotten a down payment help from her parents, who were wealthy back in Europe. And it's like a $300,000 house, and she lived there, and she gardened, and she just loved her house. And so with all of the development in Miami Beach, a developer decided that they wanted to buy up. It was on a little short dead-end street, way South Beach, and this developer started buying up all of the houses on this street, and they were going for 500, 600, 700, 800,000. The biggest ones and the one at the very end of the street on the water, I think they went for like 1.2 million. Well, she didn't want to sell. Like, she didn't want to leave. She had no interest in it. She loved her house. She loved the location, and so she just never would sell. And she was the last person holding out, and it was in the papers and everything. And it was, I mean, she was under so much stress because they were putting a lot of pressure on her, and everybody was talking about it. And and so our boss kind of helped to mediate, and it was with this big New York, billionaire investor. He's gonna build a $500 million condo building there. So they end up going down to meet in his office in some high rise in downtown Miami, and she ends up getting $9.5 million for her $300,000 house.
Oh
Wow.
It was crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And this doesn't line up. The standoff. Is it because it's not far enough? Okay, it's not close enough. Okay, it has to get. Okay, so I'm not lining up properly with what.
Were the standoffs on the motherboard already?
Yeah. So she ended up wanting to do nice things for people, and she ended up buying me, or offering to buy me a $3,000 gaming computer because she knew how into Star Citizen I was. It's like this was my life 4 years ago, and so I was doing a bunch of research, and Digital Storm seemed to have the best deals. So, and is there any trick to getting it to line up with that thing in the back? There's like little prongs and stuff on the
check the shield. Pull the motherboard back a little bit. Check the shield. A lot of times they have little tabs that hang over the top of the holes. You have to make sure they're not hanging down in the way. You have to push them up.
Let me show you these tabs.
Yes, those tabs. Push those tabs up. See them sticking up? Yeah, right there.
Push them back?
Yeah, push them up out of the way because they're blocking your board from being able to slide over as far as it needs to.
So why are they there?
They just put pressure on it to basically hold it in place. But they need to be pushed up so they're not hitting the board when you try to slide it in.
Like pushed forward like that?
No,
back,
up out of the way.
Like way back
yeah,
against
like that. Not all the way, just up enough to where the board your
okay.
input output will slide into the holes like they're supposed to.
Okay. All right. So that's what was causing our issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try this again.
They're just like useless tabs that are just there to make your life difficult.
I knew that there would be things like that in this process.
Is there a wire right there?
Yeah, there's a wire right here. I got to pay attention.
Yeah, it's your fan wire. Yeah, you got to be careful of that.
Yeah, that's right. That might be blocking it also. I think I was pushing up against it.
I've pinched many of those.
Yeah, so my friend ended up buying me a PC from Digital Storm after I did a bunch of research to see what was like the best deal, the best value from different manufacturers like Alienware and HP and all the different ones, and like Digital Storm seemed to have the best value, and they offered a 3-year warranty.
So you got that from Digital Storm?
So I got this whole rig from Digital Storm.
That's probably one of their own cases then.
Yeah, that's what they said, that it was a Digital Storm case.
So it's basically a shit mix.
Thanks, Tim.
I mean it in the nicest way. It's a custom build.
Yes, it is a custom build.
If you got the money, Digital Storm puts out some badass PCs.
Oh, do they?
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
And that was the other thing that I really liked in doing the research, that they did a really extensive stress testing for like several days of stress testing. So it's like, I didn't want to have any problems. I didn't want to have to be troubleshooting it. Yeah, everybody I talked to that builds their own PCs, they're constantly troubleshooting stuff and doesn't boot, or something happens here, and it's like, oh my God, this is the last thing I want to do because I don't know anything. So it is very close to being in position, but this one down here does not feel like it is in the right place.
This is when you need the hammer.
Or maybe it is. Oh yeah, it is very close. All right. That is pretty close.
That's fine. If it doesn't align, you can just drill the hole.
Why does it feel like there's something under it? Blocking. Oh, I've got to line up that stupid thing right there. Aha! That's right. There's a post sticking
There's
up.
a pin. Yeah.
Yeah, this one here. That's my alignment pin right there. Look at that! Oh my god, that actually helps line it up. Who would have thunk? Holy crap! Hey, Nation Rising. It is going to be a 10700K CPU once I can figure out how to get this this board in here, which I've just gotten it aligned. So I'm thrilled at with that. That was a major milestone for me. Is this really lined? Feels like it is. Okay, that one is started lightly.
I always like to do the corners first. That way, you know, if they're lined up, all the rest of them are going to line up.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying here. That one feels like it's aligned. Excellent, excellent. Making some progress. Oh, there were things underneath that, all these wires and whatnot.
I'm going to do my best to forego worrying about the wiring this time. but when you get that new case, we are going to have to do some nice cable management.
I am all about that. You teach me about proper cable management, and I will be.
Because you are going to be able to see everything in that case.
Yeah.
Get some sleeves too.
Yeah, we'll start.
Get some sleeved cables. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and you just walk me through whatever I need to get the right stuff at the time. We're a few months away from that, maybe January or something. Who knows? So there's 4 screws in the center. Oh, there's another one over there.
Yeah, you should have 2 on the left. There's going to be 1 in the center.
Yeah, there's 3 along the back edge. And it's still aligned, so that's a good sign. Is it lined?
I actually used this same board in a custom water-cooled loop I built for a guy a couple months ago.
Okay, RGB cables, RGB everything.
Believe it or not, they do now make RGB 24 pins.
Oh shit!
And it's the ugliest thing you've ever seen in your entire life.
I was finding it excessive to have RGB RAM sticks.
Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy overboard. I like subtle the subtle blue that this one has, and I kind of want to maintain that theme. Like a little more RGB, but not ridiculous amounts of RGB.
I'll tell you something that looks really the best to me, especially if you're water cooling a PC, is just to do like a nice industrial build and just have like a white LED strip at the top that just shines down and just lights everything up to where you can see it. And it just looks great.
Okay, our screws are tightened. So do we want to reconnect these wires first before we fiddle with the CPU? Well, this is out of the way.
You can. I mean, most of the stuff isn't really going to be in the way as far as the CPU goes.
This is all the stuff I worry about.
But since all those wires are zip tied together, they may go back close to where they're supposed to be.
That's what I'm kind of hoping for.
I can't really see how the wires and how they're together.
Okay, I'm going to move the camera closer and zoom in more. Because this is where I really need the most help. If I can get untangled with my static thingy. Where's my damn cursor? Zoom, zoom, zoom. How's that? One more level? How's that?
Where are the SATA ports?
What's that?
I don't see the ports.
They're at the bottom.
Oh, wow, okay.
These over here are the SATA ports? Yeah, it says SATA. Look at that.
Yeah. Well done.
I have no idea. I don't have any idea what order those should be in.
Yeah, it mostly doesn't. I'm gonna say mostly doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I can figure that out by looking at the order that they're in on the other board, couldn't I? Would they be labeled?
And honestly, it doesn't really matter. What you want to do, just make sure you don't plug one into SATA 2, because we're going to be using the top NVMe slot on yours, and it shares bandwidth with SATA 2.
Okay.
So
I was going to say also.
No clue about that.
A lot of times. Oh, you have the manual open, Incident?
No, I've used this board before.
He is a manual. That's why he's my consultant.
Is there?
And if you put one in the bottom slot, it will actually disable SATA 5 and 6.
Lovely. Okay. All right. So this is the USB. There's two here. Does it make a difference if it goes into the top?
Your hand's in the way. I can't see.
Sorry.
My hand is in the way.
There's two of these USB connectors.
No, it shouldn't really matter.
Just power. So the lower one probably. Very, very
Is there other controllers other than the Intel SATA on this one, Insidian? Or you have the what is it called? Usually you have Intel Matrix something or whatever they call it.
I'm pretty sure all these are Intels.
Okay.
That's seated in there pretty easily, actually, very carefully. Take my main power cables here. Those should be fairly straightforward.
What's the motherboard name? I'm going to open the manual.
It's the Prime Z490P. All right, looks like our our main power connector is connected there. What are these things again?
One of them is your front panel audio. One of them is your 2.0 USBs on your case. And the other ones are your hard drive lights and your power switches and all that stuff.
So I see one down here that says AAFP, one that says COM, one says TB header. That's USB 1 and 2 there. So I guess, should I refer to the other board? Would it have similar labels?
Everything's should be pretty much labeled universally.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean they're still kind of arranged. So yeah, so the AAFP is further over there.
But some of them, like the HD audio cable, it's only going to be able to plug into one spot because it has a pin missing in a certain area.
So this was on that one, and then this one looks like it was on one of these ROG EXT. Okay, yeah, that one over there looks like it mates up with this one here, the same type of pin. So over here,
and your USB will have one on the very corner missing.
Yes, I see that. So both of these USB E1 and 2 have a corner missing?
Yes, those are your front panel 2.0 USBs, so that should plug in right there.
So does it matter which one? The one
No, it doesn't, because either one's fine. Your other one's going to be used with your Corsair pump.
Okay. So carefully. And that appears to be seated there. Hook retaining system in the stock seems a bit weird. Sales thankful for the aftermarket solution. True facts. I can't wait for Jordan to do the coffee filter isopropyl cooling agent cleaning. And this one is the one over there that's missing its second middle pin. Carefully, carefully. There it goes.
Careful.
It is aligned and it is seated. I've got 2 cables aligned and seated. That is exciting. Okay. I'm going to clip this because I can't really work very well with that one. Okay. So here are the, good God, there's a bunch of these little things here.
Yeah, need to pay attention to them because most of them have either, they'll have a little arrow on the positive side,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to be oriented the correct way.
Oh my God, I don't know where they go or what they do here.
Oh, and move us all in. That one guy that's tuned in. Are you here to help?
I can be.
You can be. How's your technical knowledge?
I just finished putting mine together in my Corsair 1000D this afternoon.
Very nicely done.
And so in Insidian, are there labels on the plugs down here that I should be paying attention to?
Yes, you have to pay attention.
Okay. Yeah. Do
So
they go
a little group, because I don't know how to get my screen to go bigger.
Click on his name or his screen.
All right, I'm going to bring my light closer because I'm having trouble seeing this. Need more light. More light.
It's funny how I came to find you guys.
How'd you find us?
Well, I've been kind of fleetless by myself and playing, and I have an 890, and then I kind of just started looking for fleets, and I ran across you guys, and then I got to a bar link, which gave me to another Discord, which gave me to another Discord, and then a guy by the name of Bubba Style.
I know Bubba.
Yeah.
Yep, and then he gave me this one. I got the link for the bar from Joran, so I feel like that's the guy I'm looking for.
Okay, look, you need to take the one. One should say HDD LED.
Yep, I see that one.
Okay, do you see the one? Does it have a triangle mark for the positive? Okay, your positive goes to the left, and it goes to the first 2 pins on the bottom row.
I don't know which one is right or left. I don't
look at the side without the writing. Flip it over. Look at the very end. Well, there should be a triangle or okay, that's your positive side.
Okay, and that goes towards me.
No, it goes to the left.
To the left.
Is there any chance? Is there any chance that it came with a bracket for this in the motherboard
Probably
case?
not.
Should we look just
it's
in
rare
case?
when they come with that.
Should we check just in case?
So now the bottom row of pins, the very 2 left on the bottom is where you want to plug that.
Yep, I see it.
And the positive needs to be to the left.
By left, you mean towards me?
Your left.
The left of the board.
Which is that side?
No.
Left. Your left.
No.
That side?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That left. Okay.
That's the left of the board. Yeah.
Okay. But then, what do you mean? Should it go? It doesn't go sideways?
No, it pokes straight down onto it.
Okay, so there's 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2.
Yeah. So
yes, but it doesn't go up and down. It goes sideways. The bottom, the 2 on the bottom left. Yes.
Bottom left, and the diamond is towards the left.
Yes.
If you look carefully at the board, it should actually show you which one's the positive and which one's the negative. And that should also be on the little insert that you're holding. You just have to match those up.
Okay, I see where it says HDD, and then power is above that.
Right. Your HDD and resets are always together, and your powers are right on top of them. Your LEDs and your power switch are on the top.
Oh, there's power LED.
Or your other ones.
Okay, there's 2 different power LEDs.
Yes, but you're on HDD LED. It's the bottom 2 to the left. I'll tell you what, if you pull out the manual It'll have a diagram in the manual. It's probably easier for you to see it than us to tell you.
Yeah. Page 1-20. I'm on it. It's 1-20, and it has it.
20.
Look at that.
We have a manual.
Hey, RTFM.
Yeah, but it's better to have somebody else to RTFM for you. So it's like HSE, and then you put a 2 in there.
I've got a whole room of experts here. All right, so it's
That's
showing.
not always a good thing.
Yeah, true. Let's build this by committee, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
It's too bright. We can see it on the screen, by the way.
Yeah, it's just white.
Yeah, it's really bright.
White.
It's kind of washed out.
Too bright. All right, let's move the light away so it's not quite so bright. And then, is it still too bright?
What's the board we're dealing with?
Yeah.
Prime Z490p.
Still super white.
I could take a picture and post it into the.
But yeah, just follow the diagram and you'll be fine.
Well, I don't quite understand how the diagram works, though.
It's easy. You just need to cross.
Two different directions. All right, so I'm taking it.
You just need to cross the plus and the minus. You'll see. Like Incident said, bottom left.
HDD LED plus, and then minus.
The minus is right next to it.
Right. It's just,
Oh, I see. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Okay. All right, so that's what we do with the HDD, and then above that is PLED.
Yeah, that's your power LED. Yeah.
And the plus and the minus. So each one of these little singles is a.
Yeah, one of those singles will have a plus or a diamond on it. Or it might just be printed power PLED plus on the top.
Oh, yeah, it's actually printed. Okay, it's actually printed. Yeah, I'm going to put those two in first because they're smaller and more difficult. Okay, so plus goes towards the left.
Now, sometimes if you put the bottom one in, it helps you guide the small top ones in.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. Okay, all right. So HDD LED plus that away.
Yeah, basically the writing should be down on it.
First plug.
It's pretty much universal that if the writing's down, your positive will be on the left side.
Okay.
Remember, not this case, but the previous one had the brackets. It was so much better.
Yeah, why wouldn't they put all these things together in a thing?
Yeah, like my Corsair 800D that I had that bracket on it, and my 1000 didn't come with it, so I just took it and swapped it over.
Yeah, that's weird. In case that expensive wouldn't have the bracket.
I just went down to Micro Center. Like I checked yesterday, and it wasn't in stock, and then today it was. It's like gotta have it.
I'm gonna do the one over there on the far side. Yeah, my boss. I told my boss when I was leaving the office that I was gonna be doing my computer upgrades, and he's trying to do it, and he's got really big. He's older. He's like 67, and he's really nerdy. So it's cool to work together. But he was saying that he's starting to lose more of the feeling in his fingers, so they're not as sensitive, and he's got kind of fat fingers, so trying to do computer stuff is really difficult for him. Luckily, I have fairly small, generally nimble fingers. I have bad eyes, though.
Now, when it comes to your reset switch and your power switch, you can plug them up either way. They don't matter. They don't have a positive and a negative. They're just making a connection.
Gotcha. Power.
Yeah, they're just an intermediate switch.
No. All right, hang on. These are all. That one over there. This one over here. Put that one in first over there. God damn, this is the most difficult thing. You laugh because you did.
It's literally the worst part.
Every day.
Well, it's one thing. The case you plan on getting, and a lot of the cases we use at work, they have one, and that's it.
Just clips in.
No, there's just one. like the Fantex P360 cases we're using on this builds for the college. It has one, just one.
Okay, so I have a reset
2004 is really big.
and a power.
Yeah, man.
It says, tired.
It's not this building computers is not for the faint of heart.
Reset. Okay, reset goes on the bottom.
Yeah, it goes right beside the HDD.
That's why I was terrified of it. I mean, there was no way I was going to do this without a bunch of help from some smart, experienced nerds.
Instead, you got us.
Yeah. E-team.
Should only speak for myself there, I guess.
Oh my god.
No offense, guys.
Okay. Got the. I think that was the reset.
Well, nobody's throwing PEBCAC around, so.
And then power is the next one. Power to the one side.
Goes right on top, right above it. Yep.
Okay, and also looking for diamond to that side. Did I have the diamond on the right side on the last one?
The reset set switch doesn't matter.
Okay, you did say that.
Yeah.
And everything's in the way. Can't see anything.
We can't either.
You can see less than I can see.
Have you guys already put the hard drives up?
I'm not changing my hard drives. I am adding an NVMe.
I was going to ask that question next, making sure you plug in for the right lanes.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But
yeah, we got it.
Got smart nerds here with us. I think I've got that in position. Is it seated? I don't. Feels like it's in position. Feels like they're seated properly. They're all at the same height. Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I need a beer. Oh, hopefully they're not frozen. Oh, thank God, they're perfect in the freezer. Great timing. All right, thanks, beer. Perfect time for a beer after that stressful bit of cable work.
Oh, I see something about this case that's going to drive me nuts.
Don't spill the pumpkin beer in the computer. Oh my God, that's so good. It's almost frozen.
Is there a screw missing by the MVE slot? Yeah. Kind of like by the first dim of memory.
Well, yeah, this is just a peg. There wasn't any kind of nut that went on top of it.
Oh, okay.
That's why it was before. Oh my God, that's good. Okay. All right, what's next?
I was just here to help you take it apart, not put it back together again.
Thanks, Tim.
No problem.
It, man. Okay, so I've got these 3 SATA drives here. 4 SATA drives?
No. Or plugs?
I've got three SATA drives. What I don't know what these 3 cables are, because I know plus this one.
How many drives do you have?
3.
Do you have a DVD or a Blu-ray?
Do you have a?
Yes,
do you have a? Do you have a? Okay, one's the optical. Yeah.
Okay. So they would plug in over here into these slots, except for number 2. You said?
Yeah, just don't put in number 2 because you'll be putting the NVMe at the bottom.
Okay.
No, in the top.
The diagram says bottom is SATA 2, not the top.
Yeah, and the thing is that the bottom one down here is the primary, I think.
Well, that's what the document says, the manual.
Yeah, that's what it said on the box too. I think that was the boot drive, the primary.
Yeah, the primary one is the bottom, and the second one is the top.
That one over there, the second. It says socket. M.2 socket 3, M.2 socket 3, M.2 1, M.2 2. So this is 1. Whatever that means.
Okay, yeah, as long as it's in one.
Joran.
Yep.
If you move your screen a little bit, because right now it's focused, the camera is focused on the drive case. Yeah, if you move it a little bit to the left and up, so we're seeing more of the board, it might be better. Just more to the left, I think. Is that zooming better?
Okay.
Focusing. Yeah, perfect.
Better right there?
Not really, but it still works.
It's like not really. But it's okay.
We can see more fuzzy.
Yeah. You can see more of the fuzzy.
How would it?
And it looks like a metal plate or something because it's like super white.
Yeah, there's a plate there. Probably all the exposure. Turn down the exposure, maybe.
Like it's focusing on the expansion bay.
That's exactly why I said let's move it a little bit to the left, but
Left? You mean the other left?
no, you did exactly what I asked. It just didn't work.
It just didn't focus.
Oh well, I can also shift the case, maybe.
I was going to focus on the hoses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way to make it
Manual focus.
select the focus. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Maybe you can
Webcam
focus to infinity in the camera settings.
Turn autofocus off, and that's just worse.
Is it zoomed all the way out as far as focus?
Is it changing for y'all?
It's changing.
Yeah, you zoomed out a little bit, but it didn't really change what we can see.
Doesn't change the focus at all.
No. I would just put it back in, and we can keep going. I don't think it's ideal. It's not a big deal.
All right. We change the white balance down. Oh, that's weird.
Ooh,
Nope.
sepia. The best way to do builds.
Something like that. All right. Okay, so I've got four cables. I've got 3 SATAs here. I don't know which ones would be which.
So obviously you have one too many because you're putting an NVMe. So are you removing?
Okay, you want to. I'm reading this. You want to put it in the number 2 slot because it only says in the one slot that it you can't use port 2, but the other one it doesn't say anything about it.
It doesn't say the second is sharing anything at all.
I set that over there.
He's consulting the manual guys. We're not doing our job.
When I read it, I found it weird too that only one of them shares and it's number 1 for some reason.
No, never mind.
So help me understand what's going on. Number 1 is where we're going to put the NVMe. It's shared with that.
Number 2.
Or number 2 is where we're going to put it.
We need to put it in number 2 because it doesn't have any shared slots with the SATA ports.
Okay. All right. So
you should be able to use all 4 of them if you use the second slot.
Now, will that make any difference on which ones we put down below with the GPU? So I know some boards get finicky,
lanes.
and this
the PCIe Express. So I know sometimes it gets weird.
Only local
because it did
do that.
Only what does?
Only low quality ones, like the cheap ones.
I got a ROG Hero 10, and it was kind of picky about it.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't like the bay that I put the GPU in.
Yeah, I don't know. The Hero's not a cheap board, that's for sure.
All right, let's see here. My
GPU is actually on RMA right now.
everything here was too tight on the cables, so I got to undo my cables here. Let's see which ones are pulling from where. These are these.
Yeah, they're zip tied up. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna pop them loose out of there without cutting the zip ties, so I can get a little bit more distance. Okay, there's that.
So apparently the AIO pump goes on the left side. There's a
well, the Corsair doesn't have a pump cable per se. It runs by it has one cable that will go to the CPU fan, and the others connect via USB 2 header, and it's software controlled.
Okay.
Which Corsair pump are we using?
He had a all-in-one. I don't
Is it
know.
like the H100?
I'm not sure. Whichever one that came with the system originally.
Does it have 3 fans or 2 fans?
2 fans.
Yeah, it'd be the H100i.
All right, trying to get this cord loose from this zip tie. I guess I should just cut it. Fuck it.
So what I'm reading is the USB_E1 port and E2 port share bandwidth with the RGB headers and ADD Gen 2 header. So that's the only difference between the 2 USB headers, I guess. No, I'm talking about the USB headers, not the SATA.
Okay.
Do you know which USBs are grouped together in the back?
No. Where? Oh, there's a bunch more cables here. Where's the thing I just had? Okay, I've got 2 cables here. I was just trying to get the other one. What did I? Right.
Can you slide out that front grill?
Yeah. All right, so this is for this one here. Okay, so this is the optical drive anyway. At least I know which one that is.
Yeah, since you can put all 4, just put them however they fit the best.
Right. This is super short. This barely fits. I mean, this barely reaches.
Your
Does it reach there? Just
doesn't motherboard usually have extra cables in there? I'm not sure if it's the motherboard boxes that provide it or the cable.
It didn't come with any extra cables. There we go. Okay, got it. All right, that's in place, and I know which one that is. Does it make a difference where I put the optical drive?
Any order, as long as it fits properly. Shorter, closest to the side.
Okay. All right. That, like so. Plug that one in there. That's going to be the optical drive.
Hold on.
What?
Okay, go ahead.
Thanks, man. Don't panic.
I have so much more respect for you right now, Insidious. You didn't just do that now, did you?
Wait, don't plug it in there.
What have you done? Oh, it's okay.
Wait. Not there. Not at that spot. Actually, I should move these down here to this other one. Actually, so it won't look so ugly. Whoa. That just fell down there.
Watch out for the pump.
Yeah. These out of here. Push these in.
So one thing I was noticing I don't like about this case, there's no slots under the bottom of the motherboard to come up from the bottom.
For cables?
Yeah.
That's all right. In a few months, we're going to rebuild this with a fancy case.
It's Dremel time.
Yeah, we'll get him an open air case.
Dremel time.
Get him lots of RGB.
We're not doing an open air. We're doing a Leon Lee 011 Dynamic.
Ooh.
Ooh, fancy.
I missed my Lian
Yeah.
Li case. I gave it to a friend. You know what the first thing he did is he painted it. A beautiful, beautiful aluminum case. He painted it matte black. I could have beaten him.
What? What an idiot.
Yeah, I'm slowly converting everybody to OLED and Dynamics.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
I love mine. I love it.
You say them again? Let me look them up.
All right, why can't I get this aligned here?
Now, just a word of caution: they are heavy.
I hate that I got a red cable. I got to change this out.
My previous one was I think it was a Cooler Master. I called it the tank. It was like super heavy, needed wheels because it was too heavy to just. I forget what it was called. That's so long ago.
Can't believe I've got a red cable here. I'm so upset. I didn't know what I was doing.
It's a nice flat one, though.
It is a flat cable.
God, I can't look.
All right. So I have some other things to connect over here. You're gonna have to look here for a minute.
That's your
Video card.
Video card, yeah. Then you need to connect your CPU power at the top left again.
These up here.
Yep, should be a 4-pin.
2 4-pins, probably.
So there's a thing that's got 8.
Yes, you want to go there.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the 490 board, and I think the 390s did too. Some of them have actually 2 4-pins and then a single 4-pin beside it. You don't need to worry about the single 4-pin.
Oh, it should go the other direction because the clips are in the other direction, so it's on here backwards. Great. Feels like. Does it matter which side they're on?
Yes.
Oh crap.
If you look at them, they look like
as far as left and right.
They should look like they fit together a certain way.
No twisting, no nothing.
Were the clips together like that? All right.
Yeah.
So just flip it all the way around like this. Yeah, Chip. I'm gonna do that next case.
We're gonna use RGB paint.
Yeah, we can use RGB paint.
Get that RGB 28-pin cover.
Yeah, download some.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, there we go. Flipping this whole thing around because it was upside down. Was it upside down? It's like, well, why does it seem like? Yeah, it's flipped around. The catch is on the other side. The stupid bastards.
Mm-hmm. This is where I was talking about how much fun this is.
Yeah. Clip. Right. Oh, mice and men go after Glay. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're playing. Darn. Fuck it, I'd pay that.
But you wouldn't have the experience.
I fuck this experience. Oh my god, I hate this. But this is it. What's fun is hanging out and doing this with you guys. Because sorry if you don't remember me from a couple of weeks ago. Play with you for like but a couple of minutes before I had to get off. I was wondering if you could play tomorrow. That would be really nice. Hop in the Yacht Club Discord. It's linked in there. It'll be linked again here shortly. Yeah, I mean we're playing constantly all the time, and we'll be playing Thursday and Saturday again.
What are we playing?
Okay, so we have shenanigans every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday night with the Yacht Club. Wednesday night we have the Yacht Club show where we do a weekly broadcast where we cover the week's news and events. with the community in kind of an online virtual bar citizen format. And Mondays have become Mission Mondays, so they are Care Bear FPS. So a bunch of Care Bears shooting each other, trying to figure out how to which end of the gun goes where.
Don't worry about those right now.
Just leave those to the side for now. You need to put your video card in before you need to worry about those.
Grab that cable right there. You got your hands on.
Yes.
Go ahead and plug that into the USB 2 header at the bottom, so you don't have to try to do it later.
That was the other one down here. Aha. That's what that was for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the cable for your Corsair.
Gotcha.
It's for the software control.
Okay, we've got that. Okay, we've got
Did he plug the fan on the top or the back?
I don't think so yet. Remember the one we pulled out to the top right of the of the VRM? So above your processor to the right hand side, there was a little one that needs to go in there. It's a 4-pinner, like a 4 linear in one line, small one.
Not this thing.
No, the one coming off the fan on the back.
What was that thing that you just pulled out?
I don't know what that was.
Looks like they plugged into like a DVD player or something.
Yeah, it could be.
That's for the Corsair pump thing.
So this fan, the wire goes back there somewhere. Where is that wire going to?
Well, ideally, as a case fan, it goes into the back of the chassis and then comes out again
somewhere
near, above. Go ahead, Insidian.
I was gonna say it doesn't really matter where you plug it in as long as it's a system fan header. Or some of them say chassis fan header.
Yeah, this is chassis fan, and the only one next to the fan is on the left side.
Okay, so that wire.
Yeah, that's motherboard.
Runs back here, runs over here, runs into this thing, runs over here, and plugs into this other thing over here.
Yeah, so you probably didn't unplug it. What you unplugged was probably the fan wire for the pump.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where that is. What's this thing?
Where's that going, you said?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where it might be going.
It runs right there into power.
Oh, it's already going into the PSU then?
Yeah.
I think it plugs in.
Looks like it's wired straight into a SATA control or power from the PSU.
Yeah. Mess of stuff. Although there's a little pin here.
That's probably an extra to add more fans.
Okay. So hopefully it's plugged in somewhere. But yeah, wasn't there another.
Yeah, it was the fan. They come off the Corsair pump.
Oh, off the AIO. Yeah, so it comes off the Corsair pump that is. So the thing with the 2 big hoses that's hanging towards the bottom near your power supply, the head that goes over your processor, that thing. So that cable there.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, those go. We got to push those back through to the back of the case.
Actually, I don't think we unplugged it. So.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it's not plugged in anything at the moment.
You got to push that back through once you get ready to. But wait till you get ready to actually install it.
Okay.
Oh, this is plugged in the back to something?
Right, and then you have another one, like a little 3 or 4 pin. That goes to the CPU fan header, which should be at the top of the board somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think we unplugged that.
This is plugged in right here. That's where this was plugged in right here. There's a
possible.
Yeah.
It was plugged in the back. It's in the back of the case.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Because remember, we had to unplug it so you could pull those wires through to get the CPU pump out of the way. No, it was in the back, I promise.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. All right, so that looks like it's all the loose wires that need to be plugged in at the moment.
Time.
Okay.
CPU time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's start a spreading method debate.
Okay. All right.
Piece size blob right in the middle.
One size,
That's
one
it.
one small blob in the middle.
Yeah,
I think
I suggest we just go with that.
incident would kill me. I usually put paste and I get my credit card and I just like smooth
my
it
God.
out.
Oh no
Now,
Oh my
way.
God,
for
you're smoothing one. Oh my
on
God,
a
you're a smoother.
on a Ryzen, I could understand, but on an Intel, it's definitely overkill.
You're not gonna do the X with the 4 dots.
I've seen people do that too. Yeah.
Oh, that's the smiley face it said.
Yeah, to see, Rick, I did
Smiley
not get a
face.
new GPU. I got a new CPU. I got where's
Well, you
my
did get a new GPU actually. It was
no,
it
no,
was,
it's not here
oh, it
yet.
hasn't arrived yet. Okay.
Yeah, so I got a i7 10700K CPU. I got an Asus Z490P motherboard. And so that's what we just finished putting in with much trials and tribulations.
Now,
of
Tyro
Joram.
says you should put a grain of rice over your CPU. I'm just playing, Namtaro. And yes, Yogi, only a dot. We totally agree. We're just playing with the whole X thing.
Remember that one that Vogue did?
The Verge.
Verge, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
For that guy's sake, I was hoping and praying it would come out that it was a joke, but it wasn't.
Apparently, it was not. The guy was just really a complete moron. Why did they have that poor guy? It's like they should have had me do it. I could have done as bad a job.
You'd have done a better job than that. I mean, that was just.
You could have accidentally did a better job.
Yeah.
What did the Verge guy do?
Oh my God, you didn't see it?
You haven't
Yeah,
seen
you
the
haven't watched
video?
this?
No.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's the biggest thing on the internet.
Oh,
It was a dumpster fire.
it's in one of the chats, either main or multi chat. I can't remember. Somebody posted it earlier.
I'm drinking beer here. Okay, so for cleaning off the bottom of my AIO
You
water
need
cooler,
rubbing alcohol.
I have rubbing alcohol. What is a recommended
A few
best
tech channels
thing to use on that? Paper towel?
Yeah, paper towel is fine.
Okay. Oh, and hang on. Of course, my wife is texting again. Nope. Somebody. Oh no, somebody else is texting me. Thank God.
I like to do overkill with that two-step solution thingy.
Paper towel.
What I do is take a dry paper towel first and wipe as much off as you can, and then go back over it with rubbing alcohol.
I have no shortage of paper towels. I stocked up for COVID.
Were you stockpiling toilet paper too?
I didn't really need to because I don't really go through that much. I'm a toilet paper miser. Are you watching that?
Paper towels, you can cut them into thirds.
Challenger. Oh God, paper towels would be so painful.
might as well use sandpaper grit 20.
Man,
Right?
I bought these generic paper towels the other day because it's like the only thing that was left in the store, and they end up being the best paper towels I've ever used in my entire life.
Were they?
And they're like thick and absorbent, and they're softer than toilet paper.
Are you talking about the shop towels, the blue ones?
No, those are nice too. I use those at work. These are called Viva or something like that.
Oh yeah, I know Viva. Yeah, my wife likes Viva.
I went to Hungary for vacation a while back, and that's where I discovered how
Keep going.
lucky we are in terms of toilet paper. Because it's rough over there. It's rough.
Like 3 seashells rough?
It's like paper.
Demolition Man reference.
3 seashells are supposed to be good.
Yeah, so I used to travel a lot for work. I was going down to the Caribbean a lot and do some manufacturer trips here and there. And I am a really spoiled traveler. I take my own shower head with me and a pair of pliers.
I forgot about that.
Because I used to sell decorative plumbing, and like 30 years ago when I worked in my first showroom, guy came in and he said, "It's like I travel a lot and I like to take a shower head with me." And I thought, it's like, that's a great idea. And so I ended up getting this fancy German shower head that I've been literally carrying the shower head with me for like 30 years that I've been traveling, and it makes a huge difference in a hotel to have a decent shower. I hate hotel shower heads. I mean, they're just the absolute worst. And then I started taking my own toilet paper with me too, because like, screw this crap. It's like
That hotel one ply.
yeah. Oh my god, it's horrific. It is absolutely horrific.
I feel you there.
Yep. So I'm. Is anybody really surprised that I am a really Care Bear traveler?
No, not really.
Experienced, seasoned.
I am a seasoned, experienced traveler. I love traveling.
Do you have any rubbing alcohol?
I put rubbing alcohol on
Oh, you
it.
did? Okay.
Yes.
You're still getting a lot
Yes.
of good stuff off there.
Yeah, he is.
Isopropyl alcohol.
Yep.
Mm,
Do it again.
keep going.
91%. Excellent for disinfecting.
You want it as clean as a baby's bottom?
Cleaner, cleaner, cleaner until nothing comes off, right?
Yeah. I mean, you may have some like visual staining from where the CPU is and stuff, but
Yeah, as long as it's not still pulling gray off, you should be good.
is that corrosion that's around it? It must be, hey? Oxidation? Yeah. It's not actually staining from the thermal paste, it's actual oxidation that of the part
Yeah, on
where
the copper.
air could get in on the copper.
Yeah, what looks like a stain is actually the cleanest spot.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't mount it perfectly in the center, Jorn.
I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so I flip this little lever over here.
Yes. Push it down.
Yeah, no, this is a
Down and
time
over.
when you don't want to force anything. It should move
Yeah.
nicely when you do it.
Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Now remember, the notches are at the bottom.
Notches at the bottom. All right, so
You don't want to bend a pin.
There's two little half circle notches on the actual board of the chip.
When does he take the black plastic cap
It'll
out?
kick it out on
It
its
will
own.
pop off by itself.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
after you put it on.
Yep, it'll just kick it off.
Yeah,
see
I'm a
that.
Ryzen guy. I have been for a while.
You traitor.
It's
Trader.
nice to see them coming back into the market, though.
Be careful. Be careful. Yeah. When you go to pick up your CPU, don't pick up from one side and just pull on it, because the back corner will dip in and bend your pins.
Did it slot in really cleanly?
Yeah.
So just like click.
And is there just to make sure, is there a corner tab that matches another corner tab in Cydian?
Yeah, there's a little
There's a
tabs
little
here.
gold corner, and there's the two little notches on each side.
Yep.
If it's sitting down, if you can see the black in those notches, it's sitting like it's supposed to.
Yep, I see them properly.
All right.
So we should
Close the hatch.
close the hatch.
Don't slam the hatch. Just close it.
All right, it feels like it's trying to force here. Like,
There will be a bit of pressure.
Yeah.
There's going to be a little pressure, yeah, but as long as it looks like it's seated in right, you should be good.
yeah.
Like it's going to almost feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, and you might even hear the pins crunching a little bit.
Just pop the top. Feels like it's on there pretty good.
Oh man, that doesn't look straight.
Doesn't look straight.
Might be the camera angle though.
I know, I was thinking that myself too. How there's a big gap on the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop this.
Looked pretty straight when he put it on. Like it
Yeah.
fit
Yeah, it looked good when it was sitting in the socket, yeah.
looks okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
You're good.
Just had a weird gap at the bottom there for some reason.
Here we go.
Yep, you're good to go.
We're in there. Alrighty.
Just a weird
Oh wait,
alignment.
you're
with
supposed to put the thermal paste on first.
Yeah, you put it underneath.
Yeah.
What? You almost had me going there, you nerds.
you had just enough like questioning in your what? You said
wait.
what? Just
Oh
enough.
god.
Did I miss something?
I think I heard his part stuff.
I need some more beer.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good. Where'd I put my thermal paste? Oh, there it is.
Did you get some good grizzly stuff?
I got Arctic MX4.
It's good enough.
Good enough.
A little bit of colloidal silver.
I'm a thermal
Yep.
grizzly man myself.
Ooh, there you go.
I guess I should have asked before, but at least I remembered to order some just in time. It just came in.
I mean, you're fine with that.
Nice.
You're fine with that.
So I've seen many places do reviews on thermal paste, and really, like, it doesn't make a difference for the most part. Now, liquid metal does make a difference, but that's very dangerous to work with. That's perfect right there, Jordan. No more.
That's good. Yeah. Wipe. Yeah. So if you just move the tip over and push it down on the CPU and wipe it, it won't string like that when you pull it up.
Okay. I went the wrong way. Should have gone down instead of up.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's all right.
You just want to make sure none of it strings over to where it's touching metal anywhere.
Yep.
Now, the X brace on the back, have you already attached that to the motherboard?
The who?
It's still there from where we took it off earlier.
So I was like, man, if you got to flip it over and adjust those pins again, you're going to want to put those 4 pins in first.
Yeah, it's still there because it was on the other. Oh, no, wait.
He doesn't got the 4 corner studs in.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, so you have to take that plate off the other board.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And that means you have to pull the board out.
They're just posts.
No, you don't have to pull the board. No, there's a plate on the back of the board. The post should be holding the plate in.
Yeah, it should be like an X with a square in the center.
Oh, shit. Was I supposed to take that off before I put the whole motherboard in?
Yep.
Am I totally screwed? I got to take the entire thing off?
No. You're wide open in the back. You can put it on. You're fine.
You guys could have run with that one a little bit longer. That would have been so good.
Just wait for the first unplug.
Hey, Jordan, wipe that little bit of paste off the CPU.
Watch your paste.
Yeah, I'm watching it. It's sitting there pretty.
If it looks like it's gonna move, you want to catch it. Yeah.
I'm watching it. It's sitting there. I just pop this in here real quick. Here we go. Look at that.
It was a test. Everybody failed.
And you may have to hold that there and start the studs on the other side.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
Because I think in the beginning, like, there's double-sided tape that goes on them.
Yeah.
Diagonal.
If that paste looks like it's going to move at all, Jordan, you might as well just scoop it off because you got lots in that tube.
Yeah. I know why I missed it because I've done it 6 times a day already. My brain didn't want to do it again.
You just didn't think about it.
About paste, like, because you're only putting it once, like $10 more for something that may be better, it's always worth it.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't know that I should be using the thermal grizzly. I did some research.
The Arctic silver is fine. It's fine.
Arctic silver used to be the best name in the game.
I still use the Arctic ceramic one.
Yeah, we use the Arctic at work. It's perfectly fine.
For comparison, I use an icy thermal pad, which is basically a carbon. It's a carbon fiber graphite. Sorry, it's a graphite layer, like a few atoms thick layer, and you get maybe 1 to 1.5 degrees less than the performance of the top, like, thermal interface medium.
Yeah.
So
my bead did not move at all.
Look at that. So it really doesn't matter that much.
I got some thermal grizzly pads at the shop too, but I don't use them too much.
So this feels like it's loose. This shouldn't be loose.
It's fine.
Is it?
You're going to be applying so much pressure.
are always like that. Yeah, it's going to be tight when you're done with it.
Okay, I was making sure.
Is that orientation right?
Yep.
Yeah,
okay,
that's right.
Make sure you don't have any angle, Jordan. You want to apply that, like, directly up down as possible.
Flat, straight.
Directly to the forehead. Has everybody ever tried that head-on stuff for headaches?
Have not.
I wonder if it actually works.
I did try that. I was on a camping trip, and I had a headache, and someone's like, "Oh, wait, I'll go get this." And she came back. She put it on my head, and it worked.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Neat. It's like a roll-on stick.
Head-on, apply directly to the forehead.
I always figured that was like snake oil.
It worked for me. I can't attest.
Don't go too tight, Jordan.
It's weird. Yeah, you
want to do your cross pattern.
Yeah, corner to corner.
Yeah.
And then slowly apply tighter, kind of going cross.
Yeah.
If that makes
sense. And you don't crank down on it, just tighten down until it feels tight, basically. Don't put extra pressure on it to try to make it tight.
Okay.
It's like I don't even know why they have screwdriver heads on them.
That's a good point, actually.
I got a buddy that does this professionally, and he's got this cool little torque wrench screwdriver for doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, and it at a certain like PSI, it or a
like
certain
Newton
torque level,
meters.
it gives up, Newton meters. Yeah, it wouldn't be PSI.
Yeah.
You do your RAM before your AL. Yeah, I guess you can do it either way.
You got plenty of room under there to put the RAM in. It's fine.
Yeah, plenty of RAM here.
What kind of RAM are you using?
Corsair Vengeance.
Do the other ones for a bit.
Yeah, one side's tighter than the other side, but there.
You'll feel it. You'll feel it. It'll hit a point where you won't tighten up anymore just normally, and you feel like you'll have to put a lot of pressure on it to tighten it. Then you stop right there.
Yep, it feels like it's right there.
Should kind of be like a soda cap bottle.
There we go. We're good. Another swig
Nicely
of beer.
done. That's a major
All right,
milestone.
Yeah, now you got to just push those wires back through the hole in the back and plug that one up to your CPU fan header. And
if you're touching the AL, might as well finish with it.
Is it time for the GPU?
Hold on. Yeah, it will be after you push those in the back. Go ahead and hook up that other USB wire to the bottom of your pump too.
Yeah,
That'd be that one that's plugged in loose.
Yeah, that one that's loose that was on the wire that you were.
This one here.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, nice. I like how it's a nice, like detached cable. Not all of them have that.
How do you cable manage this, Insidian?
Yeah. Those are usually long enough where you can run it up to the top and down the back and come back underneath, but he doesn't have slots underneath.
It looks like
the
it was just
motherboard on
tucked
this
under
one.
the side of the board there.
There's a slot down here.
Is there a slot?
Yeah. So I could just pull this and run it around. Definitely.
It might be long enough to run up top through the top and back down underneath.
Yeah. Let me slip that through there. And this over here.
I got a picture. I'll post it in chat of the one. I took a picture of the last one I worked on today while it was still off. Let's see. Where are we? What's happening?
Yeah, that's a good spot right there. Oh, sorry. I had the case in front of the camera.
Is this the one I'm looking for? Yeah. Just posted the one in Maine. It'll pop up in a second.
That should fit down there. Here, over there. Where was our location? Right here. Yes, it's long enough. That's in place. All right, here's our AIO stuff up here. That's what this one was. You're right, that was plugged into this one right here, wasn't it?
I think you still need to push into the CPU fan header, right? Do you have one that goes in there?
Yeah, there's a 3 or 4 pin coming off the pump that's got to go in the CPU fan header on the front.
Not as part of this group.
No, it's not. It should still be hanging in the front.
Okay. This way, this way. That's clipped in there.
I'll be right back.
There's too much scrap in the way here. And back down. Back around. Here's our other little connector down here. Out of the way. Much better. Much better.
Yes, much better.
Clean.
Yes. Like this goes in like this. I am learning. Join the noob. Learning.
What did I miss? Our noob.
Yep, join the noob is learning.
Join the noob is learning.
State of learning is a wonderful state to be in.
Okay, now go back up to the pump. Yeah, there should be a little 3 or 4 pin right there.
There it is. Look at that.
It's right above your CPU.
Where does it go?
There should be one that says CPU
right
fan.
There.
Yep.
It's right there.
That's the one I was talking about the whole time. Finally found it.
Yeah, I didn't see where it was. It was in a different area.
So there should be, if I'm seeing it right in my mind, there should be 2 little tabs that go around.
Yep. There are.
They want to angle around that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a flat piece of plastic that sticks out. You got to slide it kind of onto it.
And there's 4 pins.
Yeah.
So I slide it onto the 3 of the 4.
Yeah, well, see the tab will be to one side, so you plug it in on that side.
Yep.
You'll just have an extra pin showing.
Look at that.
If I remember, 4 pin means you can control the speed. Is it? Is it what the 4 is?
You can with 3 pins too. It's
The 4 adds extra capability of something.
Yeah.
Just because it has 4 pins doesn't mean it has 4 wires, though, too.
That is true sometimes too.
Yeah.
Oh God.
My back is killing me here.
Now it's video. Well, no, you need. Well, I guess you put the video card in. You can put the wireless card back in or whatever that was.
I put the RAM in first, just for space.
Yeah, you could do that too. Oh no, wait. Yeah, you can put the RAM in, but we got to put the NVMe drive in.
Oh,
yeah.
With that bottle.
Yep. All right. I need to get another bottle that has an actual spray thing. All right, let's do our NVMe.
You can also just use a straw on the end.
People have it.
Aren't you MacGyver?
Straw and a lighter.
Here you go. Look at that.
It's hard to read.
Oh, there it is.
There we go. Perfect.
There it is. Look at that. Fancy.
That is the very best NVMe drive for the money.
Yes, indeed.
It was only $100.
What was the size? 500?
For 500.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. What a deal. It's like, I couldn't pass it up.
I bought the 970 EVO, not the EVO Plus, when it first came out on Black Friday, I think.
Nice.
It was like 33% off. I got it for 200 something Canadian.
Yeah. When I bought mine, it was a 500, and it was like almost 300 freaking bucks.
Wow. Well, the 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte drives are pretty darn expensive.
But that was a 1 terabyte. That's $230 for 1 terabyte.
Did you just put it in the standoff?
Yeah, put it in the standoff. So we were putting it in 2, right?
To make sure it's in the right hole?
Yes, put it in 2.
Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah.
And put it in a 45 angle, and then you push it down.
Yeah. So insert fully at a 45-degree angle. There you go.
There you go.
I watched some videos on that.
Videos he looks like he's done this before.
He doesn't even need us anymore.
I have watched a lot of videos in the
He measured it out. He put in the standoff. I'm like, what? I don't know about this. This guy. Can't trust him.
Jordan's not as much of a noob as we thought. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. All right. This one down there.
Now we got to make you a DIY cooler for that. What you're going to do is you're going to get yourself a tin can and the pair of snips.
I'm not buying that one, Stim.
Thought I had you.
So we got our RAM. Does it matter if it's in the black and the black?
Do you have 4? Do you have 2?
It does matter. It does matter, Jordan.
Yeah. I know.
Put them both in the black.
Guess.
Yeah.
No, put them both in the gray.
You'll just download the rest either, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So guessing,
3D print it.
Yeah.
Guessing is bad because all motherboards do it differently. Sometimes the first and third, sometimes 2 and 4.
Jordan, before you put it in, Stop.
Yep.
You want to push the tabs out, so longitudinally away from the center. They will clip back to 45 degrees or so.
Do you have 2 sticks or 4 sticks?
2.
Okay.
16 gigs each.
The ones on this side are not.
Maybe
Just the other side.
maybe just the top
Just
ones.
one side.
And Obsidian.
It's just the top ones on this board.
Top one.
Okay.
Nope, the tab will pull itself in.
Yeah, and then the little slot that's in the middle is not equidistant, so they only go one way.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to line it up with that.
Okay.
There
you go.
You still need to push on the bottom too to make sure it slots in right.
Yeah.
I've never seen a board which only has one side move.
Yeah, a lot of them are like that these days, like your mid-range and lower boards. Just the top ones flip up.
Is there a reason why he's putting it in the gray?
Yeah, slots 2 and 4 are usually your main slots.
Okay. We're back to our GPU, right?
GPU.
We've got all the major
GPU
stuff.
time.
Wow.
We're making progress.
We're almost done. We've almost done this. Of course, then we're gonna fire it up. It's not gonna start.
It will. Jordan, don't start that way. Don't start
If
that way.
it's that, it means you didn't put the power switch on right.
Right. All right.
What I want to know is if you have the other
which of these does it go in?
the other
The top
plates for those back entry
Top.
points.
Yeah, the silver PCI slot. Yeah.
That's a nice armored one. That's good. That's not a cheap board, is it?
It's pretty
a decent
common to see
board.
that.
It's a mid-range board.
Okay.
I've seen this EVGA case that had like the slider that comes down and it grabs the end of the card to hold the weight.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think you can buy like risers that kind of help with sag as well.
Yeah. If you look at that picture I posted in Maine, it's got a bracket under it. They come with the MSI, higher end MSI cards come with a bracket. And in all honesty, I put it in there because it looks cool, but they just end up sagging right along with the card after a while.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I got this really cool adapter from EVGA that plugs into the 2 8-pins, and it's like an L bracket. So my power pins are on the end next to the case.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
That's a beautiful.
They're stupid cheap too.
That's a nice clean looking case.
Yeah, that's a little kind of like a mid lower end Fantex case, the P360X.
Is the so the true gaming bracket? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
And
those cards sag so bad.
I didn't see, but was a CMOS battery included with this kit?
Yeah, there's a CMOS in the board.
Fourth pin PMW. Tin can, 10 Simpson dry ice. This wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, it's going pretty good.
Yeah, it's going well.
Yeah. Well, thanks to you guys. And I couldn't have done this without y'all. It's like I would have just been like lost completely and utterly.
You would have got there eventually.
Oh God. A week later.
Been like old Henry Cavill. He starts at like noon and it's dark and he still hasn't got it figured out yet.
Hey, that's what happens to us noobs. I mean, come on.
The thing is, it's all digital, right? So it's just one thing being out.
Oh God, troubleshooting this stuff. It's like horrific.
Yeah. I was so excited the first time I built my PC or rebuilt my PC, and I turned the power on, it just all fired up at once. I was like, oh my god,
like so
you know,
nice.
I did it on my own and it all booted. And it's great.
So nice.
Still had no idea how to configure it, but but it's set up fine.
So these plug into this?
Yeah, so you need an 8-pin. And again, those should slot together.
Looks like they all slot together. Crazy how that works.
We're almost ready to see if it works.
Oh my god. This is exciting.
What do you guys figure? And the thing is, we have to pretend that we are not responsible for this. That way we can laugh at him. If we pretend that we're responsible for it in any way, shape, or form, we take credit. Then,
It doesn't work.
Although we didn't actually see him plug in the pins because everything's kind of like,
Yeah. It's a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
His hands were in the way a lot, you know, it was hard to tell.
I gotta wipe some dust off of here. Some dusty spots.
And since we've been trolling him, he's probably trolling us by plugging something backwards on purpose.
Yeah, I'm not that sort of person.
I love the pride you're taking in your new build, Jordan. That's brilliant to see. This is like rating a new streamer and just getting excited about how they're reacting to it. I'm absolutely having an amazing time.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's good hanging out with you guys and getting to sharing what you guys have done for a long time. This is like my first real experience in probably like 30 years.
It's wonderful to be able to help as well.
I'm glad I found you guys.
Yeah.
Glad you found us too, and we got to get you into the Jump Club as well. Since if you own an 890, the Yacht Club is just the beginning.
Yeah. Do you own an 890?
I do.
Yeah, he said
there you go.
He found us.
There you go.
I'll send you an invite.
There you go.
I went through, I think it was just organizations, and I just typed in 890, and then there was 2 different ones I applied to. But one only had 2 people in it, and the other one has like 400.
Yeah, it's the 400 one.
400 is probably us.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we look good. Is that everything? I don't see any loose wires, weird stuff. Should we?
Cable management's not half bad. You could still kind of bracket things together. But
I did worse on my first build.
For a noob, Insidian, for a noob.
There's a drawer in here. I'm gonna push some of this back.
I should share with you guys my.
I'm gonna order a different cable to replace that red one because that bugs the crap out of me.
I should share with you guys the build that I sent into Random Frank P that he put on his YouTube channel.
Oh, the top of this
it was
needs to be wiped
very
out too.
clean.
I need another paper towel.
And don't be afraid to use that rubbing alcohol too. For it picks up the dust nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, instead of water.
Yeah. And the thing is that dust tends to gunk up a little bit if there's any moisture anywhere. You do live in Florida.
In Florida. Move this back over here so we can see a little bit more of the.
Look at that.
The whole thing.
By the way.
We'll get to see the Jump Club logo on the back of your shirt.
Yeah, that's actually the Citizen.
Yeah, nice.
And it's like the Jump Club over here.
That was our first one.
You guys got your own merch?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for CitizenCon, yeah, we do up a special shirt, but otherwise you can just use the logo and just order your own shirts because everybody seems to have like really custom tastes, typical for 890 Jump owners.
You got the money these guys got. You got your own everything.
Wipe all this stuff down. I finally got a tile to put down so it's not actually on the.
I mean, anytime you jump in a server and they're doing a regatta and there's like 35 890s.
It's a beautiful thing.
I mean, come on.
There's a few folks who have blown a little bit of money on digital spaceships.
I think they did one. It was like there's like 35, 37 890s and a bunch of characters and stuff, and I tallied it all up. It was like almost 50 grand worth of ships in that server.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I was like, holy crap!
And that's just their 890s. That's not the rest of their fleet.
Don't put the side on yet. You're going to jinx it. Don't put.
Yeah, you're going to jinx it. Don't do it.
No, you got to fire it up first. As soon as you button it all away, that's when you're going to have your problems.
Just plug the power in and turn it on and see if everything spins. And
if everything spins,
like it's supposed to, yeah.
And
Where's
lights
my
on the
power?
motherboard.
Oh, goodness gracious. Where the hell's
Does this motherboard have the LED indicator?
I hope so.
It should, yeah. It doesn't have the numbers, but it should have the lights.
Are there boards out there that don't have a light?
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
God, who would do boards without lights?
I've never plebbed that hard.
I was more referring to the number indicator.
Okay.
Yeah, this one doesn't have the numbers now.
No, there's no digital readout. Are you ready? Should we count down from 20?
3, 2, 1. Crossing our fingers.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fan's
There's
spinning,
some
I
lights
think.
going on. There's some fans spinning.
Are the fans spinning on the AIO?
Yeah.
Yes. AIO is spinning.
Is there an
Your
indicator
fans are
on the
spinning.
board? Yeah, it looks like this.
All
Looks
right,
like it's on.
Yeah, you're good, man. Just go ahead and cut the
Think it's
power
good?
again. Yeah, you don't want it to be trying to post while it's not hooked up yet.
Okay.
Hey, he's
on.
got the two
Nicely
switches,
done,
right?
everyone.
Yep.
At least it turns on and off, right?
Yeah.
That's a plus. So should we put the covers on or wait on that too?
Just put the monitor first, see what
Yeah,
it is.
through the monitor, and then
Monitor, keyboard, mouse.
All right.
and
Set
then
it
blow
down
the
here.
dust off the back of that video card is driving me nuts.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I was so looking forward to saying, "Do you still have the box?" Ah, never got the chance. Do you still have the box it came in?
I think I do somewhere.
I'm
My wife kept
bad
wanting-
for that. I keep all my boxes.
Yeah, my wife kept. It's like, you need to throw that thing out. It's huge. Like, I may have to send it back someday. It's under warranty.
Yeah, my wife hates me for that too.
Not under warranty anymore.
Video cards
he's
are terrible for the most part, though. You know, like often you'll get it home and they're immediately saying send it to the RMA process. That's why the last video card I bought it through Amazon, and so I could send it back within 7 days.
Bring this back out here a little bit.
I have that horrible thing of I can't wait and I have to go to Micro Center.
Does Micro Center make you RMA it even like
Nope.
right after you walk out the door?
We didn't say spinning fans make sure it posts. It just make sure everything's powered properly. That's all we were testing.
All right.
Now we're going to test the post.
All right, let me move this light around here. I got too much crap out. Got my webcam and a tripod.
You've got your Big Benny's box on the wall. Look at that.
I did.
I was so fortunate to not volunteer that year. So I had the opportunity to volunteer for CitizenCon 2019. And we had pre-made boxes and we just used Big Benny's stickers. But that year in 2018, they were they were cussing and swearing. I heard all kinds of stories about how many hours they spent putting together those Big Benny's boxes. And then they sold out in what, like an hour, all the Big Benny's noodles?
No, they had them for a few hours, but they did end up running out, and it was just like a horrific experience. And the line, I mean, they had like 20 people in line, 20 to 50 to 70 people in line all day for hours.
It was amazing.
And we told them when they first got there, because I was on the volunteer committee, and I was working with Cameron, the organizer, with CIG, and he told them, it's like, you guys need to plan for like a lot more.
Yeah, like 500 people.
Well, more than 500 people, because there were 1,500 attendees.
2,200, I think, at the Long Center there.
No, I was 1,500. 1,500, yeah, 1,500. Oh my goodness. And
they had capacity for 2,200, but they only sold. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they reduced it. They were going to sell more, and then they ended up reducing it. They didn't want to have too many. Okay, that's a power. Here's my. Oh shit! Everything's in a different place now. What am I looking for?
that's the butt cam.
Here's my.
You pay extra for that for the private show.
right? All right, how does this work?
Sign up on OnlyFans.
There we go. There we
Brown
go.
chicken,
There's
brown cow.
my video card. All right, video cable.
18 plus on the stream.
That's right. That's right.
All right, now we got.
TikTok's a
Start
gateway
your-
drug.
Start your own OnlyFans. Like, here's the 120 millimeter. Here's the 140 millimeter fan.
Dust everywhere.
Oh, I found a streamer, not a streamer, a YouTube guy recently that people submit their 3D print designs for fans, for fan blades, and he tests them out.
I seen him.
It's so cool. It's so cool. He hasn't been doing it for very long, I don't think, but yeah, and he's got, so you design your own fan. You send in the 3D print design. You need to know how to do that, and then he takes it, 3D prints it, and then tests them. So once he gets a batch of them, like 5 or so, he'll then test those and go through. And he does like he tests the decibel rating. He tests the smoke, like the throughput, like flow, pressure, and he uses like smoke to kind of go through it and everything. He does like a pretty good job, and
It's pretty in depth.
Yeah. And he uses a Noctua fan unit that he then takes off the Noctua blades and slides the printed blades onto.
I got the same desk from IKEA.
The same crappy little IKEA table?
Yeah, I got the corner one, and then I got 2 of those on either side to sprawl out on.
Yeah, my wife wouldn't let me have more. But if she decides to never actually come back because of COVID and stuff like that, and like, all right, well, it's like the apartment's mine. I'm going to redecorate. I'm going to get a big ass desk over here, and I'm going to change everything around and turn it into a more of a streaming setup.
Talk to me when it's time for that, because I have a great suggestions on how to get on a budget.
I shall.
It'll still be.
I got
IKEA.
ideas. It'll still be IKEA. The idea I pitched too.
Yeah, the Carlby countertops. That's what I'm rocking. And the Alex drawers.
Yeah, I love your setup, Tim. Well, didn't you get featured on that home?
Yeah, Random Frank P. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so cool. All right, what am I looking for here? What is this? Which thing? Oh, that's from my other monitor over there. This is from the keyboard. All right.
I don't miss the days where my case was on the floor.
Yeah.
I started with my case on the desk, and then I moved it on the floor because it was taking too much space.
I got a husky, so it will plug up on the floor.
Yeah, luckily I don't have any pets. I wish I had a cat, but my wife got a bird, so I can't have a cat.
Here, Stu, I'm sending you something.
Okay.
Cat bird.
I'm missing my mouse. Where's the mouse? Oh, there it is.
I have, but it's not an issue.
All right. We have monitor. We have keyboard. We have mouse. We are almost ready to fire this thing up and try it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're pushing the button.
Nice.
You like that?
Yeah, I like the RGB light show.
Pushing
all IKEA.
Very nice. I'll send you mine. I'm just trying to get it all set up.
Should I be pushing the BIOS button?
No.
It'll probably ask you to hit F1 to go into it because it'll detect the memory change.
I hope so. I hope it does something.
All I see is black.
There's a little thing over there. It doesn't seem to be doing anything.
The CPA dust floating through the air.
Yeah.
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 Do you have the monitor plugged in the right spot?
Monitor's plugged in over here. It's over here.
It doesn't seem to detect any output from your GPU.
Yeah. You didn't plug it into the motherboard, did you?
Ah, shit. Of course I did. What a noob. What a noob.
Noob.
What a noob. No wonder it's not doing anything.
I just posted my PC into main. It looks terrible right now. Don't Don't worry about the cable management.
These connections look familiar. Off. Alphoid, how's it going?
Is that the P5 case?
It is. It is.
Williams, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Anders, welcome.
You're gonna
Shaft, welcome.
You're gonna have to reboot.
So we reset.
I got the equivalent to that, but the Corsair, I got the H150, so it's the...
Using a 3x6 IKEA table as a desk. I wish I had a 3x6. I've got a 2x4. No, Steve, I don't have the 2080 yet. Carson's going to send that here hopefully in the next week or so. So in a week or two, whenever he gets a chance to, we'll be adding the 2080. So firing her back up here.
Lost all the good pictures of mine.
It takes a long time to kind of dig through.
Can't put yours on the floor either. 3 dogs in the house. Yeah, I do love that bird, Yogi.
I still don't see anything.
Great bird.
There's a picture of my setup in Maine.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we got nothing happening here. Lights are on, fans are running, but
nice and clean. I like that.
Very clean. I like that.
Okay, so the lights are on, but you're not getting
nobody's
anything.
home.
Lights are on, fans are on. We're plugged into the proper
Insidian, it's your turn.
display port.
Not it.
Calling the pros.
Not it.
On my end, I have had that issue when I didn't push the RAM stick in enough. I don't know if that's
Oh, it could be.
They clicked.
Yeah.
Turn it off and reseat the RAM.
Turn it off and reseat the RAM. Check all the connections real good. Make sure that everything's plugged in tight like it's supposed to be.
That's very important. All right.
Hour.
Beer.
Are there any? Do you see any? Well, you're turning it off now, so just
sorry.
try it again. It's all good.
Okay. Off.
Yeah, I do light shows with my stuff too. I got the Philips Hue lights and all that through the whole room, and
nice. So do I.
PC connected up to them, and you can turn the music on. And everything goes to disco mode.
Yeah, nice.
I love it. Sit here and have a rave by myself.
Right.
I'm glad you went with the. Did you go with the light strips as well?
Yeah, those are Hue light strips behind the monitors.
Man, you and I needed to connect up sooner. It sounds like we have very similar interests. I'll find my post from ages ago.
Especially with both of y'all doing esports related stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, now why am I having trouble getting this to be in the right spot? Am I misaligned?
What'd you do wrong, Jordan?
Is it dark? I can't see. I need light.
Cell phone.
Yep, cell phone.
I just learned that if you shake an Android, it'll turn the flashlight on.
What?
Yeah, if you shake it like 3 times back and forth, it'll turn the flashlight on.
No way.
You're about shaking your phone.
My sister's boyfriend did it the other day, and I was like, "What?"
Might be a particular app or something.
You have to have the gestures turned on. Like you can swipe your palm across the screen to get it to take screenshots, stuff like that. Pretty cool.
There we go. There we go.
I've had my iPhone so long. I bet my wife's Xbox got more powerful than my phone is.
iPhones. Ugh.
It's a little computer that makes phone calls. Good enough for me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
iPhone all the way.
Oh my God, Stem, you're an iPhone person, aren't you?
I am.
I'm not surprised.
Me too.
I love you anyway, man. I love you anyway.
It's okay, man. Like we can still be friends. We just can't talk about phone apps and fun stuff like that.
Exactly.
Because you joined the wrong side.
There we go. All right. There we go. That was a pain in the ass. All right. Pull this out. Put that in its little slots there. There's some slots. Bottom's in. Push it in. And that one is in. Well seated. All right. I hate that the stupid phone screen lock turns on, then you can't turn off the stupid flashlight. All right. Anything else we should do? Crossing our fingers. Attempt number 3. Monitor's on.
Yeah, it's on.
There's a button over there. Motorola does that.
Oh, it turned white.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my God.
posting. There we
Oh my
go.
God! Oh my God! Something's happening!
Woohoo!
Oh
No,
my God! Something's happening!
Hit whatever it says to enter
delete or
setup.
F2. Looks like F2. Yeah, keep
F1
hitting
to
it.
setup.
Keep hitting it.
F1 for setup.
Keep hitting
No,
it.
it should go straight into it.
CPU
it's-
installed.
It's more fun
Please
to
enter
say
setup
keep
to
hitting
configure
it.
your system. F1 to enter setup. Hitting F1.
Oh, what keyboard? What keyboard do you have?
The Corsair Strafe RGB.
You got another keyboard?
No. Maybe.
that keyboard is a bitch because it will not work in the BIOS on some computers because it's not loaded yet.
What?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, because the software isn't there.
Corsair gave us 32 of those keyboards to use for our esports tournaments,
What the fuck?
and I hate them with a passion. They're cool, but they got these little quirks like that make working with them so freaking hard, man.
Logitech.
I love my keyboard. So I can't do anything until I bring another keyboard. I think I have another keyboard at the office, but I don't think I have another keyboard here. So I can't do anything with this keyboard.
Not to get you can't get into the BIOS with it now.
Well, I guess
You need another keyboard just long enough to hit F1.
I do not have another keyboard here. I'll have to bring one from the office tomorrow. So I
Midnight
guess
Walmart run.
No, oh shit, I'm not going to the office tomorrow. I'll have to get something tomorrow. Oh well. All right. Well, at least we're at the BIOS setup, so we've properly I get over here in the camera. So we have properly installed motherboard, CPU, NVMe drive. Everything should be working, right? If we're at the BIOS.
So far.
Maybe.
Drive.
It's the main.
You need to go into the BIOS. We're not actually at the BIOS yet. We're at the once you get into the BIOS,
We're trying to get into the BIOS. Yeah.
But it's a good sign that we're at least booting up to this point, right?
Yes.
But it sees the NVMe on the screen, though, right?
Let's see. What does it say? Total memory, DDR4, USB devices, Asus Prime Z490p, ACPI BIOS, Intel Core i7-10700K. Yes. 3.8 gigahertz. Samsung SSD 850 EVO. Yes, that's the one.
Try holding down. God, what was it? There should be a win lock key up near the top somewhere.
Yes, I think so.
Hold down the win lock key and the F1 key for a few seconds. It should put it into hardware mode, and you might be able to get into the BIOS. I could never get it to work, but it's supposed to work.
key combo was that?
All right, let go. I'll try it. Hit F1, see if it works. No.
There was something flashing on the keyboard and now it went away.
Yeah, it stopped. It went into. It's doing right. It's just not working. Yeah, you might have to do it while the PC is powering on.
Okay, so turn it off and on again.
Yeah.
Oh, and then smash one as fast as possible.
As soon as it comes on, be doing that.
Yeah.
Just hold those
No,
two,
you
or
gotta
just F1.
keep hitting
Yeah.
F1.
Yeah. Hold those two.
Okay.
It's alive. 75% there. Yeah, up your chef. How's it going, man? I need to set the BIOS for the CPU. Yeah. The problem is this keyboard from Corsair isn't being read.
All right, now try it. See what happens.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Right.
Oh my god, you're a genius!
It
oh my
actually
god,
worked.
You're a genius! Oh my god, you're a genius! God bless you.
Nice.
It never worked on any of the computers I tried it on, but at least it worked here.
Thank God. We're still in business.
Nicely done.
We're in business. I need a chair. I got too much crap on the floor over here. Show all this stuff out of the way. All this stuff. All right, so we're gonna move this over here.
Yeah, we
now.
need to be closer so I could actually read it.
Nope.
So why didn't you just post normally and ask him to go in there?
Because it's the first startup.
Usually on mine, it was like just press F1 for default and that's it.
Because of the keyboard doesn't read properly. Can you all see that? Hang on,
It's a little blurry.
Hang on, let me get this computer in position over here. Let me move the camera closer.
It's weird. It's only showing one fan rotating.
Well, it's because it's only got one system fan.
Yeah. The other one goes into the PSU, remember?
Oh. There's no fans on the front?
Yeah, there's two fans on the front, one fan on the back, and then the AIO. And
But I think they're all
spinning.
plugged straight into power.
Yeah, all straight into the PSU because he didn't plug any of the chassis fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's showing the CPU fan, but that's actually for the pump.
The AIO, yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, yeah, there's the AIO. Okay.
Okay, now what we need to do.
There's too much light here.
And it's so blurry. You don't have a focus on
it's definitely a little blurry. There should be a key press to switch it into advanced mode instead of easy mode.
Advanced mode. Let's see.
Yeah, is it in the bottom right corner usually?
Yeah, I think it tells you at the bottom right somewhere.
F7.
The mouse.
Yeah, click it.
Yeah, mouse.
There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Much better. Much better.
Hey.
Go over to advanced.
Gotta adjust that frequency too for memory.
Advanced.
Oh, I wouldn't play with that first. Let's see if it posts normally.
Insidia knows what he's doing. Up your shaft. I'm glad you're enjoying. Been an interesting adventure.
Go over to boot.
You've done a great job too, Jordan.
Thanks, guys.
Man, it just went blurry again.
I autofocus really bad.
Here's angle it a little bit to the left.
Put
Camera?
wave your hand in front of the screen so it focuses on your hand.
Oh, that's a good idea. Look at that. No.
Oh.
Your wizardry is too powerful.
Just hold your hand there.
I'll just hold my hand here.
Okay. It's still blurry.
My hand is a
Might
cursor.
be my eyeballs.
It's probably a little blurry.
Oh
priorities.
I
God.
wonder if
Oh God. I can't see it at all now.
I wonder if I bring it closer.
Oh yeah, it's definitely getting better.
That's readable now.
Yeah, go into boot config.
All right,
Or-
let me.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to put you in legacy mode because your Windows install is not in UEFI.
But is it?
Bear with me a moment here. I'm going to change my camera tripod around from the big long distance one to a small desktop one.
Did you check if it was in UEFI? Because it might be already.
No, so we looked at his stuff the other day because we were going to try to do some stuff, and his Windows drive is in an MBR, so not a GPT partition.
Oh, come on, thing. All right, hang on.
Well, maybe we should convert him into UEFI because Windows supports that now.
And
yeah, it's just really hard to switch without losing a bunch of crap. We pretty much have to.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. I mean, we're thinking at some point in the future we will, but right now we're just going to leave it.
Yeah, Windows 10 made it super easy. Like I did it last year for one of my computers, and it's working.
You didn't lose anything.
No, it supports it now out of the box. Can just do it, run a couple command lines, and it just works.
Sweet.
All right, can y'all see okay right there?
Yes.
Yes.
That's much better.
Okay.
Go into boot configuration.
Boot configuration.
Yeah. Do. Scroll down. Is that all it's got?
Seems to be.
Well, that's no help. Go back over to, or scroll back up. Okay, go back.
To where? Oh.
Yeah, just hit the back. All right, CSM compatibility. Click on that.
Okay.
Turn that on.
Launch.
No, change it from disabled to enabled.
Disabled to enabled.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
All right, now what we can do, go to AI tweaker. Okay, and scroll down a little bit. Right there, DRAM frequency. Click on that. Do you know what was your RAM? 3200?
3000.
Or 3000? Okay, scroll down till you find 3000. All right. Oh, it went blurry again.
Sorry. What's going on here? Why is it going blurry? Let me.
Let's focus on. Oh, there you go.
There we go. That's
There
beautiful.
Turn the autofocus off.
Okay, go back to boot for a second. Or what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and try to boot into Windows without doing the new drive first, just to make sure it works.
Okay.
Click the back arrow and go back to boot or boot option.
It's not gonna be that.
Not letting you do anything there.
Nope.
Huh, very, very interesting.
What about in the main?
I'm trying to do actually. His NVMe is not configured anyways. Like
Right, you go back to boot.
Which boots?
At the top, in the top menu, just click on boot. See if it'll take you back to the main boot screen.
that was a main boot screen.
Huh. All right, we'll just save and exit, and let it boot. It should pick up your Windows
Click exit
drive
and
try to boot into it. Yeah.
Save changes and
Yeah.
reset.
Yeah.
Save changes. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh, CSM.
F1 again.
You shouldn't have to this time.
Okay.
Does CSM do?
Just puts it in legacy mode.
Cross my fingers here. No fires were set, no limbs were lost. Good job. Thanks, Up Your Shaft. We've survived so far.
Yeah.
Looks like it's fine. Loaded
There
window.
it goes. Yep. It should say getting devices ready and all that crap, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I last year, or yeah, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, I added you know those secure keys, whatever they called already.
Yeah.
What is it called already? Anyways, I had to put it to UEFI because I needed secure boot also. I did all that at the same time, updated BIOS. So that's why I discovered I can do an in-place upgrade from legacy to UEFI without an issue.
Yeah, used to, you would take a big chance on losing half your data when you tried that.
Mhm.
I'm glad they got it worked out so we could probably do this.
Yeah, the only thing is that it adds an extra recovery partition at the end, or system partition, I don't remember which one, at the end of about 500 megs or so. Because it needs it for GPT and all that, and UEFI.
Well, that's cool.
Stim, that looks so nice.
That's standard.
Something we do. Cool.
We have a screen.
Woohoo!
Ooh, it looks good.
Okay.
You're very lucky.
Okay. Right click on your start icon, and go to device manager. See if anything's showing a yellow triangle.
PC. Wait, I don't need you. Other device, PCI device. All have yellow triangles.
Okay. Probably gonna have to reinstall the chipset drivers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but that's no big deal. Just go to the Asus website and download the chipset drivers for your motherboard.
Probably gotta plug the internet in. Did you do that? Yep.
I did.
Yeah, so we can get all the kinks worked out here, and then when you do your clone, everything should just be ready to go. You shouldn't have to worry about anything.
How are you planning to do the clone?
We got Macro and Reflect on a boot drive. We're going to boot into it and clone it over.
So you don't even need to do that. You want to put it on your NVMe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Samsung has its own cloning device, and it's going to do everything for you automatically. You don't need to do anything at all. It's called Samsung Migrate or something. It just does it for you. You don't need to do anything at all.
Download Armory Crate app. Would you like install the Armory Crate app in Asus service device configuration, including Aura Sync? Do I want to do that?
Sync?
Nah, you don't really need that right now.
All right.
You can go back and get it anytime you want to. No big deal.
Yeah.
So
that's your RGB lighting on your motherboard and stuff.
Yeah. Armory Crate has a bunch of little cool stuff in it, but it's nothing major.
Not critical. All right, where should I go with this?
Just go to just Google search your motherboard and whichever one pops up for the Asus site.
Type your motherboard model in there, and then it's usually under support and drivers, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're migrating to the, just use the Samsung Migrate. It just does everything for you.
Am I in the right place? Does it need to do the Prime? Yeah, Prime Z 490p. That's me.
Yeah, at the top,
click
drivers
on
or
support. Yeah. God, that screen is screwing with the camera so
bad. Yeah.
Right, CPU memory support?
Drivers, utilities.
Oh, driver.
Yeah.
Steve said to check the BIOS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good suggestion, Skipper. Good to see you.
BIOS is usually one of those things. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But I need this.
This is true.
Yeah, but go to drivers and tools. You want to get the chipset drivers and reinstall them.
First, not a second. There's nothing here.
Select OS.
Windows 10.
Skipper, are you Ryzen or Intel? He's running an Intel.
Intel.
What am I looking for here?
chipset down near the bottom.
Chipset.
Yep.
Download.
Intel, nice.
Look at that.
For the rest, I even recommend installing the Intel one, the Intel updater or sorts. Like keeps your stuff updated for the Ethernet or the Wi-Fi if you have Intel Wi-Fi, Bluetooth if you have Bluetooth, some other stuff too.
Yeah, I usually don't use all that stuff. I just do it myself.
Yeah, Steve, we're getting into the whole BIOS situation here now.
The BIOS, there's an easy way to just check your BIOS version without actually going into the BIOS, because your Windows can query that data in most cases.
$55 of 140 megabytes. 60. I'll just drink some more beer.
Beer.
So when did you buy this motherboard? When did you get it?
He just bought
Saturday.
So maybe it's already up to date with the latest BIOS version. Maybe.
it. Yeah, wouldn't hurt to check.
Might as well just check it now. Open your Windows search and type MS-info. Because you're still downloading anyways. Just MS-info, one word.
Oh, one word.
MSINFO. System information, basically. Yeah, I go. Here we go. And it should be somewhere in that first table, or line 10 or so. It's gonna say BIOS version /date.
There it is.
BIOS mode.
American Megatrends Inc. What does that say?
Yeah, what's that at the end?
5/28/2020.
What?
It's not bad. May.
That's the date.
May 20th.
Yeah, but before that, what's that? Those 4 numbers or letters?
1001.
The date will tell you too.
1001. Okay, yeah, that's June 17th. So you're late by 2 versions. The latest one is 1208.
August 14th.
So 14 is a 1208 version.
Yeah.
So we're out of date.
By 2 update.
It's not too bad. How new is the board? I mean, is that if you have like
It's new.
Okay, so if he has first version, then yeah, it's worth updating the BIOS because they often do improvements.
So Asus setup.
Guys, I have to leave in about 15 minutes. Now, I'm happy to keep the stream up and going. I'll just have to drop out, but that's no problem.
Appreciate that, man.
No problem, buddy.
Thanks.
Click the Asus setup exe.
It's setup.msi or exe. MSI if you have it.
Setup me exe.
Yeah.
That one.
Setup.exe.
Yeah, setup me exe.
Now, if you have an auto run, you can just double click the auto run and
I can't even see what's there.
Do you have an auto run.ini in there?
Can you see a little better?
Asus setup.
Yeah, just the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, it went. I gotta extract it.
That does help.
Yeah. All right.
I would highly recommend 7-zip if you don't have it. It does pretty much everything.
I have some.
Yeah. 7-zip.
Does it say it's corrupted or something?
Nope. We're
What
ready.
was that warning message?
I'm not sure.
You should probably read.
Yeah. That can get you in trouble. Definitely get you in trouble.
Dismiss.
Click, 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 click.
Pretty big warning in there.
The redder it is and the bigger it is, the more important it is.
Have people bring their laptop in all the time. I got all these dang pop-ups and I've got to antivirus and stuff. Why do I have all these dang pop-ups? And you go to open it up, and they have allowed notifications from every website they've been to in their Google browser.
Oh God,
And
yeah. What about
extensions.
It's because you're not reading. You're just clicking stuff to make it go away without realizing what you're clicking on.
generally click no. All right, so I installed whatever it was that needed to be set up.
Yeah, go back to the device manager, see if it took care of your triangles.
Well, I mean, Windows usually updates those by default. What is that
Yep.
triangle?
Yeah.
Has not.
That's PCI device though. It's something else. Bus controller. That's something else too. Check in your.
That comes from your chipset. It should come in your chipset driver.
Do you have any other updates from the website, Joe?
Which other which other updates?
SATA. What is that? SATA chipset. Maybe the SATA one will take care of the
What
rest.
does it say? What does it say?
721.
Intel Rapid Note. Don't install that. No.
Oh, that's just RAID stuff.
Intel Rapid
Don't do that.
storage.
Go back to your device manager. I want to see if it actually installed at least the chipset drivers. Go under, what is it called?
It'll be under software devices or system devices. Well,
Yeah.
Software devices. Yeah.
No, not that one. Software component.
Yeah.
See, system devices. One of the last ones.
Yeah.
Oh, system devices. Oh, there's lots.
Yeah. Find one that says. Where does it say it?
Should say
chipset.
400.
Should see chipset somewhere in there too. Like Intel something.
It's hard to read when the camera keeps moving around. There it is.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All good.
If there's an IME driver, that would fix some of it too.
Try that Xeon E3. Double click that. I'm not sure if it's going to do it, but the longest one. Double click it. Yeah. Double click it. Go in events. Okay, so was there 2 install events? Configure install today. Okay, so yeah. Seems to have been 11:06. Is that what the time says?
Yeah. Yeah. The computer thinks
6 a.m.
Yeah. The computer thinks it's AM right now.
Okay, so it did install it, but it might not be this one too. The chipset. What can the PCI device be then? Because I didn't see anything on the website for that.
I wonder if it's that card. This driver should have already been in here.
Oh. There's so if you open up chipset, there's the so you have multiple versions. You have the Intel Consumer ME driver, and you also have the chipset driver. What is the ME driver?
Intel Management Engine. Might want to try that one too.
So that's the one he installed, and that's not the
one. Oh, that's the one he installed? Oh, yeah, there's a show all. Yeah, there's a whole bunch under there.
So do show all in chipset and grab the second one, not the first one. Because management engine is useless for you.
Where's
on the website? On the website.
Oh, over here?
Yeah.
Or the third one, because it's a WHQL.
Expand all?
I would grab the latest version.
Of which? The BIOS?
Oh yeah, the 720 2020. No, back to chipset.
Back to chipset?
Yeah, because ME is management engine, and you don't need that. That's more for like remote stuff and all that.
Yeah, do the second one. Yeah.
That wasn't the one I got.
No, 720, the 5 meg one.
Oh, this one. Okay. At least it's small.
Usually, on the device manager, you have what is that warning again? Oh, payload at the end. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just what is I downloaded
It's
this one.
it's usually important, but that's fine. Usually in device manager, you have like 4 or 5 chipsets installed in there.
Chipset device software.
Open up a device manager and you should see them like flashing and updating at the same time.
Oh.
We don't see the screen. Okay.
Yeah,
so
it got him that time.
I think so. Scroll down. I think it did it. Yeah, there you go. It did it.
Yeah.
It did something?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh,
Also
good.
installed the management engine, which is something else for like remote controlling or like remote sending stuff, which you don't need.
Okay, what's next?
That's it. Unless you want to go through and install every driver, which I don't really see the point.
So do I need to do the clone thing?
So since you have Samsung, I would just recommend going with the Samsung software. It does it all for you. It's just gonna move your main OS drive to your new NVMe. It's called Samsung Migrate or something like that.
Do you want to just help guide him to that so we can find it?
Yeah, just search for Samsung 970 Plus software.
970.
EVO Plus software.
Whoa, something's making a lot of noise. Software. Hit that enter button.
Thank you.
SSD tools and software?
Finally got a firmware update for my headset, which fixes the most annoying issue I've ever had.
Oh,
nice.
Also,
Samsung Magician software?
and I also highly recommend you didn't put it. I hope you're in ACPI mode and not RAID mode, hopefully, or ACPI. I mean, grab the Samsung NVMe drivers. It'll give you a performance boost. We'll see.
So is that the right one? First of all, Crunch, the Samsung Magician software for consumer. That's what he needs to know.
Not the Magician, the data migration. Magician is for like keeping your firmware up to date. So
is the data migration one at the bottom?
Yeah, but first go lower, grab the NVMe driver. It's gonna give you a performance boost. I did the test, and with the NVMe driver.
NVMe driver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the moment it's using just a default. I don't know if it's using the Microsoft or the Intel one, but it's not Samsung one.
I should do that too.
If this lets you install things, it means you're not in RAID mode. Because in RAID mode, you cannot do this.
Okay. We got to restart the computer. Are we safe to restart?
Sure.
Or should we download anything else first?
You can download first. Just hit no and then download first. And then you need Magician and data migration. Magician is if you want to make sure your SSD is kept up to date. You can do benchmarks and all that. I have it. It's nice.
Okay.
And then data migration will just baby step you through how to migrate your OS drive to NVMe. Is it an SSD, your OS now?
Yes, it is on. It's on a SATA SSD currently.
Does that software move from an SSD to an NVMe? It's still considered an SSD, really.
Well, yeah, it's just moving to whatever you want to its own drive.
What else is he downloading? That's it.
Magician and data migration.
Yeah.
$40.51 and 28 of 60.
Check. Hello.
We hear you.
Hello.
We hear you.
Okay.
We hear you.
Finally.
Oh, you updated your headset driver.
Yeah.
That's right. I like how when your character speaks, your Discord thing animates, and that it's your mouth. It's the mouth moving. That's
yeah,
awesome.
it looks like me talking. Yeah. Sinister.
Windows protected your
It's very
PC.
sinister.
More info. Run it. Yeah.
Welcome to the Samsung side of the pond.
Nice.
Yeah, the good side.
The fancy side.
Samsung's the best way to go, unless of course you're
You're a
talking about your
resident of a
phone.
European country. No.
It's more expensive, but I personally feel better having Samsung stuff. SSDs.
Yeah, I don't regret getting mine at all.
Your Samsung
and it's not that much more expensive, and it's so much more peace of mind and performance too.
Yeah.
It was not that expensive. I mean, for $100.
Yeah,
it's performance, but also terabyte written is off the charts on the Samsungs. Like way better than anything else.
Yeah, and the just the reliability too. You know, so I mean, SSDs had a bad name at one point where they used to corrupt fairly easily, and Samsung was always leading the pack in more reliable drives.
Well, it's like with your RAM too. Any RAM that has the Samsung BDOS in it, it's good stuff.
Yeah, versus the what is it, Hynix?
Hynix, yeah.
Install wizard for Samsung data migration. Okay, so this is going to be important, right? Oh wait, what happened? It went away. Where'd it go?
The bottom. Oh, I think you closed it.
Oh, here it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Next. English.
They're generally very quick apps, and sometimes they just close on their own, so don't worry about it if that's the case.
All we see is blurry.
Yeah. Just don't click Express. Do never click Express setup. Always check what the details are.
Yeah. Install data migration. Finish.
Protect your PC with.
The bitrate on this call is getting bad.
Yeah, the bitrate's not good.
Samsung SSD.
Important is that you can pick source your current drive and target your NVMe drive. That's all that matters.
Okay. Do I need to figure out? I double check which one is which.
Well, target drive. Just hit the drop down, see if you can target
SSD and new volume. Yeah. So these are still. Yeah. This is all the same stuff. Okay.
So just on the drop down, do you see it or not?
Yes.
There you go. So do this after you're done installing their drivers and whatnot. For now, you don't do it. You need to still restart, but that's what you need to go through.
So source drive is C local disk. That's where I've got everything. So just start.
No, you need to restart the NVMe drivers and all that.
Oh, I've got to do that. But before I do this,
make sure you install the drivers and then do.
Okay.
Before restarting though, crap.
Oops, I restarted. Sorry. Too fast. Sorry. Did I screw myself
on the
up?
draw.
I wanted to see your disk management.
Did I cancel?
Nah, it's still gonna restart.
Still restarting.
That's useless. That's like 90% of the time you hit cancel, it's still restarting.
Yeah, it's almost as reliable as the Remember Me checkbox on the RSI website.
Yeah, right. Such a meme.
I've never been so excited to see an up close Windows loading screen.
Windows loading screen. Ooh, that's pretty. Where is that? Switzerland? Italy. Although I want to go there. That is
pretty.
Admin, really?
Is your password?
It is a complicated password.
1, 2, 3, 5. Don't give away my secrets, damn it.
All right, bottom left corner, right click on your Windows icon and go in disk management.
It used to be like every router log in and was admin password.
I see a smiley face. Oh, you must. Okay, who cancel that? We don't need to do that.
Cancel.
Yes.
So disk 0 is what you're gonna migrate to. Disk number, is it 2? Go lower. Oh, it's disk number 3.
Yeah, number 3.
Just 3 is unallocated. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Does he have to format it first?
Nah, the Samsung thing will do it for him.
Okay, nice.
You can just open the Samsung migration tool.
Okay.
And will that migrate it and label it as the C drive?
Yeah, so the first time he'll restart, it'll be like, you have conflicting letters. What are you doing, bro? You can just easily fix it.
Is it compressing at the same time? Oh no, it's just the file. It's just the capacity of the drive.
So select drive, source drive, target drive, select drive.
Plus, you only have one, so I mean, it's as simple as that.
Yeah, start.
So just hit start.
There's no other options.
Oh my god!
No other options, literally. What does it say?
Your computer will be shut down after data migration in 20 seconds when cloning starts. All data in the target drive will be deleted and cannot be recovered. So there's nothing on the target drive. Also, files in the source drive that are open cannot be cloned. Please close all running files. Okay, nothing is open. Continue. Okay.
And then so after this, the source drive.
Oh my god! It's doing something.
What do you do with the source drive? You just take it out of your box?
Whatever you want. Take it out.
Wipe it and keep using it. Yeah.
And I just use. I'll have a free 250 gig.
Yeah, there you go. Make it a media drive. But 250 is not big enough for a media drive.
No, but I can just dump some stuff on it.
You could put like 2 games on it.
That could be your prawn drive.
Currently I have Star Citizen and Steam on a 500 gigabyte SATA SSD. So I'm going to take Star Citizen off, and I'll just
put it on that NVMe.
So I'll keep I'll keep my Steam stuff, which I don't play that many games. So it's like a 500. I don't even have 2. I think it's half full with Star Citizen on it. So I'll keep that one, and then I've got a 1 terabyte SATA HDD for just all my junk and media and stuff like that. So I'll probably take some of that and move it over onto the other 250 gigabyte drive, and just gives me an extra 250 gigabytes. So I'll have like 500 gig free for just general storage.
Going fast. What's the ETA on that transfer?
The who what?
I said it's going fast. What's the ETA on that scroll bar?
27 out of 429. Yeah, 4.5 minutes. Not bad.
That's true. You're going from SSD to SSD, so it's
SSD to because it's a SATA SSD going to the M.2 SSD.
Yeah, it's nice and fast. Look at that.
So, yeah, not too bad. 250 gig.
It's like loading into Star Citizen for me.
The only thing you'll have to do manually, I believe, is expand your partition so that it takes the whole 500 gigs instead of just that 250 portion.
Y'all have to explain that to me. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, you can do that? You can just expand it?
Of course.
Yeah.
You can even if you want.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, because it's going to copy it over as if it's a 250 gigabyte drive, right? So your remaining.
I don't know if it does the expanding automatically.
Yeah, so it might be that your remaining 250 is unusable. So you need to expand the volume of the drive to use the remaining 250.
Okay.
That's the cool thing about like the cloning software. I like to use it automatically resizes the partitions when you clone it over. But it's easy to expand the space. It's no big deal.
Well, I'm sure it is for you guys.
All right, guys, I got to run. This is super educational. I've had an amazing time. Thank you, Jordan, so much for putting this on. It's been such a pleasure.
No, Stem, thank you, and thanks for streaming it out for Twitch for the folks that wanted to enjoy my noobness and computer stuff.
More than happy to. And I'll keep the stream running until it's over, until it gets really boring, and then I'll shut it down.
Yeah. And we shouldn't have that much more left. What, like another 20, 30 minutes, and we should be done?
Keep going as long as you want.
If that, I mean, probably not even that long.
Cheers, guys.
All right. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate
Sounds
it.
good. Chat to you
Later,
soon.
Steph.
Bye.
Yeah, I mean, after this, it's really just a matter of expanding the partition.
Yeah, and that's just like a couple of clicks.
And everything's done, right? Yes, we hear you. We hear you, man. We hear you.
But we do.
Mute your mic. Oh, sorry. Oh my God, you're cheating on us. You have other friends.
Unacceptable.
99%. We're almost there. Hangs out at 99%, doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it hangs there for like an hour.
Right. Zips through everything. Okay, shut down. System will shut down and apply the settings. Shut down now. Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right.
Something's
Crazy
doing
dogs.
something. It's doing something.
So here's a question for you guys.
Yeah, man.
What's your opinion on the Eclipse?
It's an amazing ship.
I never tried flying one actually ever.
I like it. It's pretty cool.
It's super cool looking. It's super stealthy. It's extremely hard to detect. It's that those 3 Sias-9 torps are pretty darn effective. Like one shot, one kills for most ships.
Because I had the tally for a while, and I just could never get the thing to work right, and I just melted it.
Yeah, everything is all very early development. So never judge a ship by its current performance unless you are just cycling through different stuff. The tally is going to get revisited. John Cruz already talked about, and he's got plans for it. And it's going to be with the turrets working so much better with the full crew. It's a hell of a gunship with all the turrets, and it's going to get rotary launchers, so it's going to have even more torpedoes eventually. And it's going to be a great ship. I mean, it hasn't been touched in what, 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
Is your computer shut down? Because I don't think it was a restart.
Oh, I guess I have to restart it myself.
So I've been looking for something new to buy, but I don't know what.
We are getting into concept sale season next month, October 10th. Thereabouts, we're going to have whatever replaces CitizenCon. So there's going to be a bunch of hype around that. There will probably be a concept ship. Anniversary sale coming shortly after that. There will be concept ships. So expect to have at least 2 to 3 concept ships coming.
Really want the Merchantman.
You don't have a Merchantman? What?
I don't.
Well, we're a year away from having the Merchantman flyable, and it's in reconcepting now. It's at least a year away. Wow, that was fast.
Now, just make sure it's using your new drive and not the old one.
How do I do that? Just in regular?
Go in C. Is it 500 or 250?
Hang on, let me close. Hang on, all kinds of stuff is trying to start. I hate this stuff over here. Discord trying to start.
Your
PC.
Windows. Yeah, is C 500 or 50?
Yep, it's 500.
There you go.
Sweet.
So what is now? H is now my 250 gig.
You can easily go check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all the stuff that was on the C drive. So I could just, should I reformat this or just delete it?
Yeah, the easy way is just to wipe the drive. So how you can do that is disk management. If everything works fine, all that, go in disk management, right click on the Windows icon.
Windows disk management. Oh,
you'll see that one is for your managing all your disks. You should see one for your NVMe, which is probably the 4th line. You see how you have the back, which is like empty. Well, 4th. I don't see it from here.
Oh, sorry. Let me bring it closer. You can see things better.
So disk number 3 is. Oh, it already expanded the drive too. Okay, that's fine. It already
sure did.
All right, so you see disk number 0 is your old drive. It's GH and MT. So if you right-click on the left side, right-click next to G on
okay, so this one says 500 megabytes here. This one says 931 gigabytes.
Yeah, so Windows drives, when you install Windows, you have that first partition for, I think it's the MBR stuff and recovery system reserved stuff. And then you have H, which is all your files were there. And then at the end, that's your recovery partition for when you go in like recovery mode and stuff like that. So right click on disk 0. Do you have something for like deleting? Okay, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Okay. So all you have to do is flush out all those partitions.
Yeah, just right click on each one and format or whatever.
Yeah, or delete volume. Just delete volume. No format. Delete.
Delete volume.
If you can, yeah, that'll work too.
All of them.
Delete volume.
So there's also one thing with SSD drives that most of them don't tell you to do, but with Samsung you kind of have to do, is reserve 10% of your SSD being blank. They call it provisioning, so that it keeps your drive healthy and can reuse sectors and a whole bunch of things. That usually can do in Magician. So once you're done deleting the disk 0 volumes,
you can't delete the recovery partition.
Oh, okay. So close that. Go in Magician. Why can't you delete the? I've never had that happen. Go over provisioning on the left side.
Provisioning.
Over provisioning.
Over provisioning. Okay.
Yeah, the default will be 10% on your 970. Yeah, just do the recommend, and that's about 10%. And do setup.
Okay.
Basically, just shrinks down your partition by 10%, so that I can use that for its like back-end house cleaning stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Nothing else to do. But now, I know you can do Insidian by like command line to remove that partition. Is there a reason why it doesn't let you do it through the disk management? Because I don't think it's using it still, right?
I think it's just to keep you from accidentally deleting your recovery.
Why am I only seeing 3 drives here? Because I should see a 4th drive, shouldn't I?
No, you deleted the volume. So you go back in disk management. We'll just set it up and leave that small FileGMX space right there. So right-click on that black area, the first disk 0. New. What are the options? Volume? I don't see it. New simple volume.
New simple volume.
Yeah,
volume,
new simple volume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next. Do next, and then remove the default name it puts. Just remove new volume. Remove the new volume name.
Go back.
Remove that.
Change that just to say whatever you want.
Or just empty. I just always leave it empty.
I like to name all mine. Name it Earl.
I don't know which one it is. It's like
it's whatever you want.
I can rename it later, right?
Yeah, or just that's the old drive, so I just remove it.
New old. No.
just don't put any name. Just put, if you don't know, just don't put any name.
Empty. Okay. All right. Finish.
And then you should see it in there as
You could have named it Chris. Could have named it Chris Roberts.
This G. All right. SSD 2, new volume E. Yeah, I should rename these at some point. Okay. So this one has my OS, and that's it. Essentially.
Mm-hmm. Your OS for now.
It has whatever was on your other drive. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Wow. And that's everything, huh?
You can get Star Citizen over there, and
All move Star Citizen over.
Yeah, just copy paste it. Just copy paste it. Don't even need to reinstall. And if you're feeling like it and you have some Intel drivers, just install the Intel updater.
I don't know what's in here.
Live stream, see what's on Jordan's computer.
Copy that over here. No, that's already my Star Citizen. Copy everything out of that into here. And then take a little bit because of the other driver. Okay, well, I guess that's everything all set up. That's
you were really lucky. Everything worked like
awesome.
flawlessly except for that keyboard F1 thing.
Wow, yeah, and Insidian found the workaround for that, so that worked out. No, Skipper Steve, I'm going to have that on my NVMe because I'm just going to have my OS and Star Citizen on Drive C. That's all I'm going to have on there, and I've got 271 gigabytes free, so I'm just going to copy over Star Citizen. And that's it. And then I've got all these other drives to have all my other crap. I've got Steam games over here on the one, and other miscellaneous crap over there. And then I've got a whole another 232 gigabyte free on this one, so I can put some more crap on there. So yeah, and then this one will free up with however much Star Citizen is. What's Star Citizen these days? 50, 60 gig?
59, I think, still.
59? Yeah, so 60 gig. So I'll free up 60 gig on this one for Steam games, which I'm one of those people who has almost no Steam games because I don't play much else besides Star Citizen. Cool. Well, thanks, guys. That's awesome. I mean, that was relatively painless.
Yeah, man.
I know that was not that bad. I mean, having a bunch of really smart nerds, and everything went pretty smoothly. Just a few little minor hiccups, but wow, I'm excited.
Half the battle is knowing, and then it gets super easy after that.
Exactly.
So,
I mean, you find the guys who know everything. Yeah, man. What's up?
No, the knowing's half the battle. You know the old G.I. Joe slogan.
Oh yeah.
Joe.
No, I love that. Yeah. G.I. Joe. Yeah, knowing is half the battle. And of course, my wife's starting to text again. Well, I am going to log off and fiddle with this for a little bit. I appreciate all your help, guys. Thanks, Insidian. Thanks for everything. Thanks for helping me pick the right stuff. And
Not a problem.
and walking me through it and all, and that one guy, welcome to the yacht club, and I think Crunch got you the jump club invite, so welcome to the jump club. Good to have you. We've got our weekly yacht club show tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern time, where we review the week's news and events, and then Thursday we'll be doing shenanigans, which is just where we just get a whole bunch of people together in a bunch of ships, and usually cyclones, and go and fly and drive around and do a bunch of silly stuff, and usually blow a lot of things up and just have a good time hanging out.
Cool. Yeah, I
we'll
applied on the Spectrum thing as well.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go check that and get you approved into there. But we're all in the Discord. I think we're getting close to 500 people on Spectrum, but we're around 800 in the Discord. 890 jump owners. So,
and everybody has one.
Yeah, in the jump club, yeah, the jump club is just 890 jump owners. In the yacht club, I think we're coming up on 1,100 people, and it's a great group. Hey, Cops, good morning, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna log off and just continue copying stuff over and get Star Citizen working up. I'm gonna fire it up and see how fast it loads. I'm excited.
Yeah, Skipper Steve wanted to so that he tested live, but you're transferring still.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit. It's almost there, but it's like we'll get it rolling, and you'll see it on Thursday when we fire up and we're streaming.
All right.
All right. Good night, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye, bud.
Good night.
Later, guys.